and how to get extraordinary results with something I call online sign spinning. All right, so it looks like everybody's rolling in, so let's get this thing going. Now, about 4.5 years ago, I sat down at a party and I stuck my hand out to shake someone's hand and I said, "Nice to meet you." And a guy with a beard, the guy whose hand I was shaking, told me how he was making $2,000 a day online. Now, prior to this, I knew nothing about online business, and this was an event that set in motion a different course of action in my life that's brought me to where I am today. And I'm going to show you what that guy told me that day and what it did for my life. First, I want to show you a quick video to show you what this is really all about. My name is Christain. I'm part of a group of fly-under-the-radar marketers who you've probably never heard of, living life on our own terms, working from anywhere in the world. We reject the status quo, the cubicle, and the morning rush hour. We don't allow a boss to tell us how to live our lives. Our passport is full of stamps, we speak more than one language, and we don't believe everything we hear on the news. You can find us in the gym at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, a matinee at 2 p.m. on a Thursday, or on a plane flying over the Caribbean, working on our laptop any day of the week. While others live to work, we work to live. Instead of waiting until we're old and gray, we're spreading our retirement out over the next 60 years to enjoy the prime years of our lives. We can work from anywhere with a laptop and an internet connection. We don't rely on educational institutions and giant corporations to give us permission to live how we want to. We do things differently. We work smart instead of hard. We don't trade time for money. We trade results and impact. If you ask our parents or a college advisor if what we're doing is possible, they'd shake their heads. Yet we're doing it every day, from cafes on the beaches of Bali, mountain chalets in the mountains of Colorado, and jungle apartments in Colombia. And we're making more money than we'd ever make at a full-time job. We are renegade marketers. We create our own future, and these are our stories. Alright, so I hope some of you are starting to get excited because we're going to cover the fastest online business model to start and grow from scratch, aka the new money, the new way to make money online. Now, you don't need to take my word for it, okay? Let me show you a couple examples of people who have gone through this webinar. So Cody quit his job in 3 weeks. He said, "I quit my job 3 weeks after started. I closed 7K in less than 7 days last month." So $7,000 in 7 days. Isn't that awesome? Charmaine, she says, "Week 1 of running my business full-time. I have commitments totaling $7,000 per month this month. I have over doubled my full-time salary in a matter of days." What would that do for you if you could double your salary in days? This is the business model we're going to show you. And then we have Chad. Chad went from $0 to $60,000 a month in 6 months with this business model. So what do all three of these people have in common, and why do you care? Well, they all used online sign spinning, which is the new way to make money online. And there are some crucial differences to this new method that are going to be unlike anything you've ever seen before. So if you think you know what we're talking about, I urge you to stick around, because when you pay attention to this presentation, it's going to change your course of action in the future. And all of these people learned this for the first time on this webinar that you're about to watch right now. The same presentation, I've given this presentation many times, and they were all on this webinar getting started. And I have to warn you, they also put away their phones, closed Instagram, and shut down all other tabs, because that is what's going to get you results. Now, I know that you might be wondering about whether or not you can do this, what I'm going to share with you today. And that is a perfectly valid concern. What you really want to know is, will this time be different? Will you finally get the solution that you've been looking for all this time? And I believe you can finally get what you want. As we go through this presentation together today, if you stick with me, you pay attention, I'm going to show you how this unique approach seems to work for all different people from all different backgrounds, each with their own unique set of challenges. I mean, we have people from all over the country and even the world on this presentation with us today. So I have to ask, how would your life be different if you could make this happen for yourself? If you could get results like you just saw? How would that change things for you? Now, I have to warn you about something, because people say, well, does this work for everyone, Christian? And no, this does not work for everyone, okay? You need a laptop and an internet connection. If you don't have those two things, it's going to be very hard for me to help you. But if you have those, I'm going to show you a simple process to put this into place. So if you could have an online business where you can work from anywhere, what would that do for you? What would it do for your family and your community and those that you care about? If you could get paying clients quit your job and work from anywhere. Now, there's still room in the market for about 5,000 more online sign spinners, and I'll show you later in this presentation why that is. So if you're here today watching this, you are one of the lucky few because you're in the right place at the right time. You're still getting in early before things heat up too much. So if you're wondering, are you in the right place? This is for 9-to-5ers, corporate ladder climbers, salespeople, and students. Doesn't matter how old you are. It's for digital marketers, agency owners, social media marketers, coaches, consultants, Facebook advertisers, digital nomads, new entrepreneurs, and newbies who want to get started making money online for the very first time. And this is not SEO, it's not SMMA, it's not freelancing, this isn't bugging friends or family, none of that. This is not you going to someone's business and leaving a box of donuts to get new clients. I know some people do that, I'm not going to have you do that. This is not you selling somebody else's product, and this is not MLM, okay? And some of you might be saying, this sounds great, Christian, but what about getting clients? I have no idea how to do that. I'm going to show you how to get clients on this webinar. So you can see a couple screenshots here. Lisa says, I have an attorney, a mortgage lender, and a fitness instructor all ready to go. Elizabeth said, I posted the script you gave us on the webinar, and I already have someone interested. Rose says, I already have someone ready to go. So you're going to use the script that I'm going to give you in a couple of minutes during this webinar to go out there and get your first clients, okay? And I've seen this work thousands of times. Ronnie says, yeah, 26 hours later, and I have my first client. Kaylee says, first client ready to go. Ben says, got my first client. And Iris says, first client. So if I make you a bunch of money on this webinar, if I get you a bunch of clients, even if you're starting from scratch when you haven't been able to before, can I get you to promise to spend a little bit of that money with me and my company in the future? If that's okay with you, just put in the chat box, yes, please, okay? We're going to get you even more results. Now, you might be wondering if you should stick around, if there's better use of your time. We're going to show you how to get your very first client with the Netflix method. This is a really cool way to go out there and get clients if you have no results or experience and you only have a little bit of time. You can even use this method while watching Netflix, okay? And if you're a little more experienced than you're on here, we're going to show you how to 50 extra clients with the Starbucks method, okay? The same method people are using to get clients for $50K per month and clone their clients over and over again to rapidly scale their business. So whether you're starting from zero or you're an experienced entrepreneur, you're not going to want to miss what's here. Now, my agenda today in our small amount of time together is to give you strategies that with a little bit of effort will produce a big impact, not only in your business, but in your life. And I'm going to create confidence for you where there was previously uncertainty. I'm going to shatter confusion and replace it with clarity. I'm going to share and show you exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it if you can stick with me. My goal is to unlock within you your true potential that I know you have inside of you, but you just need to find the right vehicle so that you can make your unique and wonderful contribution to the world in a way that only you can, okay? So you're going to get the step-by-step plan to start a work from anywhere online sign spinner business so you can quit your job, travel the world, but this is a two-way street. So while I am willing to give you everything I know during our brief time together here today, because I'm confident that if you put it to use, you're going to see the results for yourself, as I've seen thousands of times, I have to warn you that nothing hurts me more than when someone encounters a truly life-changing strategy and they let it go to waste. So I'm going to give you my best, but in return, I'm asking you to give me your best. I ask that as we go through this, I want you to see yourself doing what I show you. I want you to envision what your future will look like once you use what's in this training and try to imagine it as if it's already happening. Because as a mentor once told me, thoughts become things, okay? And if you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. And if you can do that during our training today, you can really reap the rewards of everything that I'm going to show you. So is it okay for us to move forward with this agreement in place where we're each giving each other what we need to succeed? Prove this to me with the simplest but one of the most powerful gestures. Just type a yes in the chat box right now. And just if you're not convinced yet, people love this webinar. Okay, I get emails every single day about how this is easily one of the best webinars they've ever sat in on. So you're going to learn 3 secrets on this webinar. Number 1 is how to find thousands of businesses who are already looking for your help while on the webinar and learn exactly what to offer them. Secret 2, uncover the hidden language that makes clients say yes to working with you. This is especially important if you're brand new or you're just not sure how to get as many clients as you want. And secret number 3, discover how to clone your best clients to 10x your income without 10x the work. This is my best kept secret, okay? And this is really going to make the difference for you if you want to build a big business. So if you knew how to get paying clients from scratch, even if you've never been in business with no marketing degree required, do you think this could work for you? If you had a proven way to get results for those clients so they keep paying you month after month, and if you could get huge results and leverage that for more clients, do you think that you could quit your job, grow a business online, and work from anywhere? I'm going to show you how you're just 1 to 2 clients away. And that's because we charge high value fees for our clients. So Wesney says, first client, $1,500 per month. Maria says, closed another client, $2,750 per month. Evan here says, just closed a client for $19,200. So you can see that it does not take that many clients to be able to work from anywhere and quit your job. So type in the chat box right now, because we're going to start envisioning this for ourselves so that by the time we're done with this, we've already had it in our mind and we're ready to go out there and make it happen. Type in the chat box right now, I work from anywhere. Just type I and then your name. If your name's Evan, type I, Evan, work from anywhere. And imagine if you could truly work from wherever you want every day on your own hours, your own schedule with your own business. Okay, so we're not about avoiding hard work. We're about doing it our own terms. Whether that means working from our living room in our boxers or that means working from a beach in Bali, we are about doing work when and where we want, okay? Now, that's what you're going to see with this presentation. There's going to be nothing held back. And this is different because if you struggled with this in the past, the online business thing, it's not your fault, okay? You need the right resources and the right strategy and tactics. So we're going to show you how to tap into 500,000 new clients every single month who need your help, uncover the hidden client sources, where to find the clients, exactly what to say, how to deliver results. And after today's webinar, you'll know the exact strategy to get those paying clients for $1,000 to $5,000 a month that over 2,000 people have used. And like I said, there's still room for 5,000 more people to do this. So please ask questions throughout this too. If you get stuck, if you're stumped, if you're wondering what's going on, pay attention, but go ahead and ask questions when they come up and we'll do our best to get to them. Now, there's a lot of people on here, so I can't guarantee I'm going to answer them all in real time, but if you leave them there, I'll at least try to get to them at the end of the presentation, if not sooner, okay? And worst comes to worst, we can follow up via email with you. Now, if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a couple of bonuses. So I'm going to give you free email scripts to use to go out there and get clients, and a couple of free funnels that you can plug and play in your business right now. And I'll show that to you on a slide at the end of this presentation. I'll give you a web address. You can go to that web address and go ahead and get these bonuses just for sticking with me, okay? So real quick, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christian Martin. Here I am in Buenos Aires, Argentina, dancing tango. And just so you know that you're listening to someone who knows what they're talking about, I have been featured by Entrepreneur.com and other media related to consulting, work you can do from anywhere. I was just a featured speaker on the Digital Nomad Sessions Online Summit. I've helped build multi-million-dollar businesses in software, real estate, and consulting for myself and others while working from beaches around the world. Spent time around some of the greatest marketers in the world. Here I am with Russell Brunson getting my 2 Comma Club award. That's an award you get for making over $1 million a year. Here I am with Frank Kern, a marketing legend, down here in the bottom left-hand corner. And I just tell you this to let you know I know what I'm talking about. I've been around the block on this, and I've tested over and over again what works and what doesn't. Okay, but I didn't start out this way. I have no background in marketing. I didn't go to school for marketing. In fact, my entire life, I was an extreme sports addict, okay? Skateboarding, snowboarding, doing crazy things like that. And in college, I actually won the CBS Collegiate Nationals in snowboarding. Here I am on national television after winning. I was super pumped. I actually even got this giant check I got to hold up over my head, you can see. So I got used to living on the edge. I mean, Oakley would fly me out to do photo shoots, okay? But something happened. I graduated from college, and I thought that I had to grow up and go get a real job. And I found myself in Denver on Colorado Boulevard, sitting in an office with fluorescent lights, not living the life that I was used to. And I wondered what had happened, okay? And one day, my desk mate Bob came into work, and he saw me just looking out the window. It was one of those spring days where the birds are chirping finally, and it's sunny out, and you just want to be outside. And he said, "You look a little down." And I said, "I just don't know what I'm doing here." And Bob said to me, he said, "You know what, Christian, stick with this for 10 more years, and you can have the corner office. You can drive any car you want. You can buy a house. You can do all of this. And I looked down the road 10 years at the people that were in my industry. And I thought, do I want to be like that person? And the answer was a resounding no. Okay, I realized I had to do something different because I could not take the best 10 years of my life and spend it in a cubicle just to drive a nicer car, okay? And so I got kind of depressed around this time, and I went out to the bars drinking, kind of just trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And around the same time, my girlfriend broke up with me. And I think it's because she could tell I just wasn't living my best life, right? I went from super inspired and fired up every day to, quite honestly, a bit miserable. And so I kind of tried to numb it with alcohol, and I went out, and I was at this backyard party in Denver one day. Recently, I had been dumped, and I was depressed with my job. And I sat down, not feeling very good about myself, and I stuck my hand out because this guy was sitting right across from me, and I stuck my hand out to shake his hand, and I said, "Nice to meet you." And 10 minutes later, I am completely enraptured as he's telling me how he makes $2,000 a day online. Now, this guy looked kind of scrappy. He had a big beard. He was smoking a cigarette. And so it really caught me off guard because, you know, you're not used to somebody looking like that being so successful. Okay, it didn't fit the image that I had in my head. And so I wondered how it was possible. I started asking him how he did it. And it turns out that he had made an iPhone app, okay? And so what did I do? Well, I'm not a technical person. I don't know how to code at all. But I went out there and I hired a team in India to make me an iPhone app. It was called Wallet Plus, and it actually did really well, okay? It went on to become one of the top-selling finance apps in the App Store. And I had thousands of sales every single month. I thought I was well on my way to quitting all my other jobs and being completely free. But it turns out you have to have a lot of customers selling apps, right? Apps sell for 99 cents, and Apple takes 30% of that. So that means just to make $5,000 a month, I'd have 7,142 customers every single month, okay? That's a lot of people to support and make happy. And stuff like this would happen. People would be emailing me sometimes up to 2 years after they got the app, asking for support or saying that it costs too much, things like this. Basically needing my attention. Now, and you're only charging 70 cents a customer is very hard to have enough time to take care of all those customers and give them attention. So the apps, didn't work out because I had to keep paying my development team every single time the Apple operating system got updated. But I learned a valuable lesson. I learned that if I could solve people's problems, that they would pay me. But I thought, what if each customer was worth $1,000 instead of just 99 cents a month? And what if they paid me every single month? So this is a question that I had in my mind. I thought, if I only had to have 4 to 6 customers to replace my income, it would be a lot better than this app business. So I started trying different business ideas. I tried online magazines, I started a blog, I tried to sell websites, started a t-shirt company, freelancing, I tried to start a snowboard shop unsuccessfully. I even made and sold skateboard ramps for a brief period of time. I tried pretty much everything because I knew that something was out there. And I even got scammed a couple of times, right? Straight up scammed. People that stole my money entirely, and then the FBI was trying to track them down, okay? And around this time, I went and I visited my parents in central Pennsylvania where I grew up. And I'm sitting down with my dad outside at this patio table, and he said to me something that really cut pretty deep because I was trying my hardest, right? I'm out there trying to build a business, trying lots of different things. And he said to me, I wonder if at my age, you'll just be jumping from job to job. Because this is what he saw. He saw me trying a million different things. Can any of you relate to this? It was a bit of a struggle at the time. And when he said that to me, I felt like a complete failure, right? I thought that I was doing my best. I thought that I was trying. And I wanted to give up. But there was no way that I could go back to the fluorescent lights of a corporate office. See, for me, it's not the hard work that I had a problem with. I love hard work. It was the lack of flexibility. I hate being told when I can and can't take a break, when I can go to the gym, when I can take a vacation. I don't like asking for permission. I like to work when I feel like it and live my life when I feel like it. If I want to sleep in this Wednesday and get up early the next week, I want that to be okay. If I want to work on a Saturday and take Monday off, that's how I want to live my life, okay? I want to set my own rules. So I kept going. And I kept experiencing struggle, okay? One day, I sent out some business ideas to my family, and my brother sent me an email, and he said, by the way, you're still going to have to get a real job someday. And so it didn't stop. And I walked outside that day, again, feeling pretty beat up, to get lunch, not really knowing where to go. And I happened to be on a trip to New York City when I got that email from him. And I was just walking down the street thinking in my head a little bit, kind of do that when I'm thinking about stuff. And I saw one of these online sign spinners. And it was spinning a sign. It said, chorizo is back. And 5 minutes later, I was eating a burrito. Now, I didn't walk outside that day thinking I was hungry for Mexican food. But it kind of just happened on autopilot. And I thought, what just happened? I wasn't hungry a second ago. Now I'm eating a burrito. And I started to trace my steps back. What happened was I saw the sign spinner. Then I saw the sign on Chipotle. Then I walked in and they took me through this line. Then I saw the menu and then I ordered. It was a 4-step process to go from a stranger to a paying customer and eating a burrito, okay? And what happened was the sign spinner just went where the traffic already was and pulled people into Chipotle. Now, I did not want to become a sign spinner, but my business idea brain was churning, remember? I was trying to figure this out, especially because I was catching so much flack from my family. And so I wrote this down on a piece of paper. What are these steps? And it started to come clear to me, like, what was happening here, right? They were funneling me into the business. They were getting my attention. They were showing me the sign. They were putting me through the line, and they were showing me the menu. This is a funnel. Okay, and I realized series of steps someone goes through to go from a stranger to a paying customer. And if you think you know what a funnel is, if you think you've had this all figured out ahead of time, I want you to stick around and learn how to clone your clients and scale, how this actually works, how the sign spinning method works. An offline sign spinner, we see the sign, we see the store, we see the menu, and we order, okay? That's a real life funnel. Get your attention, get you in the door, show you the menu, buy and eat your food. And you are funneled through this entire process. Now, just like restaurants pay sign spinners to stand outside their store and get people to come in, businesses will pay you to spin signs online and get them new customers, right? The restaurant has no problem paying that offline sign spinner. But what if we could bring that online? That way it doesn't require us to be physically present. That way we can spin as many signs as we want using the power of the internet. When you have an online sign spinning business, you set up the funnel for the business and you spin those signs, okay? You're going to create the steps someone needs to go through to go from stranger to paying customer. Now, if you're worried about tech, don't worry. I'm going to show you how even the most tech illiterate person can set up funnels, okay? And the cool thing about this is, like I said, I was looking to get paid month after month. You keep spinning that sign, and month after month, you get paid that fees. So like I said, I'll show you how to set this up later in the presentation. It does not involve coding or designs or even building a website, okay? We have templates for you. Now, who needs funnels? Dentists, massage therapists, salons, gyms, float tank centers, every local business. Dentists need funnels that attract people who are interested in teeth cleaning, okay? Masseuses need people who are interested in a massage. Gyms need people who are interested in a 6-week fitness boot camp. Mexican restaurants need people who are interested in Mexican food. The purpose of the funnel is to connect a business with its potential customers. And the way we do that is through online sign spinning, right? We put a sign in front of the customers and then we get them into the business. Now, just so you know how in demand this is, here is a chart from a very famous consulting institute. And at the very top is digital advertising. And that is how the most in-demand skill, that's what people are hiring for right now. Here's another article. It says demand for digital marketing skills outstrips supply. Now, I need to show you what happens when there is more demand than supply, okay? Why do you think that Black Friday is so crazy, right? You've seen the videos, you've experienced it yourself. When people are just going crazy, it's because there's more demand than supply. There's only so many discounted items and there's so many people that want it. And this is what's happening with the demand for online sign spinning right now. If a business does not bring in new customers, they will go out of business. And as you know, the internet has changed everything. And most business owners have no idea how to use the internet to bring in new customers. And so the demand is just insane right now. And the cool thing about this is you get to be a hero to the business when you spin online signs. Now, I'm going to play you a quick clip of a client of mine who I do online sign spinning for.
I'm here to talk about Christain Martin. Every week I get a flood of clients, between 8 and 16 new clients that come to see me for their first introductory session. And because of the marketing, because of the way it's set up, these people are really, really interested.
So you can see he says, because of the way it's set up, this many clients come in and they're so interested. That's what the business owner wants, and I'm going to show you what type of clients you should work with, how to set it up properly for those clients so that they're happy, how to get them to pay you, and all of that stuff, okay? Because remember, practical skills matter more than your degree in the new economy. So using online sign spinning, today I've worked from 5 different continents. I have complete freedom with my time and location thanks to the sign spinning system I'm going to show you. I've even done handstands all over the world in Indonesia, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Thailand, Argentina, Morocco, and I'm going to show you how I discovered how to do this, the sign spinning, not the handstands, because it's important how it all came about, and it's important that you know exactly how to implement it. And I've helped over 2,000 people implement the system, so we've really broken it down into a step-by-step process that anyone can follow. Now, my favorite thing is still seeing people get their very first client, because that changes everything, right? Sold, first client, $3,000. What would that mean for you if you could go out there and get paying clients and it didn't depend on having a job and they're paying you $3,000 a month? Would that change things for you? But I have to give you the FTC warning, okay? Results are not typical. I'll walk through my system. My clients are getting to get great results. Please understand that these are not typical. The average person who attends any training gets 0 results. And that's because the average person doesn't even stay till the end. And if they do, they don't implement, okay? However, I'm happy to share with you for free exactly what's working for me and my clients. This is not get rich quick. This is not a biz op. This is a real skill set that you can use to go out there and make it happen. So how I rented one simple online sign to 6 different clients at $1,500 per client per month while on vacation in Thailand, Morocco, and Argentina. So I have to ask you, if you could buy a plane ticket and go anywhere in the world right now, we'll get into this stuff, but just for fun, if you could go anywhere right now without sacrificing your income, where would it be? Go ahead and put in the chat box right now where you would go. I'd just like to see where you guys would go. So see, Australia, awesome. Bali, Scotland, Spain, sweet. Antarctica, that's an awesome one. Croatia, Kenya, Colombia, Italy, New Zealand, Bahamas, India. Cool, yeah, so all over the place. The point is, we're going to get you to the point where you get to make this choice for yourself. A couple of the places I chose were Bali, Indonesia, south of France. So secret number 1 is how to find thousands of businesses who are already looking for your help while on the webinar, and you're going to learn what to offer them, okay? Because if you're anything like me, you probably tried a bunch of stuff just like I did, and some worked, some didn't, but you want to find the one that's going to get you from startup to making real money online without spending years on speculation and trial and error, okay? So why online sign spinning? There's 0 upfront capital needed, almost no overhead. You can start making money right away. Each client is worth a lot of money, remember. You can work from anywhere, your home or a foreign country. It doesn't matter where you're based right now. There are unlimited markets to go into, so you don't have to go into super competitive niche. There's no cap on your income, and you don't need formal education or credentials to get started. In other words, as I said before, all you need is a laptop and an internet connection. Now, I had no background, but I thought I'd give online business thing a shot. Again, no marketing degree, no previous jobs in marketing. So if you're like me, that's okay. Didn't even have any connections. So I tried it the hard way first, okay? The hard way, I tried to sell anything to anyone. I knew that businesses needed new customers, just like Chipotle brought me in. So I tried websites, I tried business cards, graphic design, copywriting, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, blog posts. I was running around like a crazy person, outsourcing to Fiverr just to pay my bills. I was trying to offer everything to anyone, okay? I was a jack of all trades, and as a result, I was completely replaceable, okay? I wanted to pull my hair out. I was trying to make this so hard. You'd look at my keyboard and my red hair would be all over it because I'm tugging on my hair all day, okay? I was weeks away from burning out, and I landed a roofing company as a client. And I gave them 3 options for marketing. And this is what really changed things for me, okay? I gave them option 1, which was basic. I gave them option 2, which was standard. And I gave them option 3, which was growth. And quite honestly, I only put the growth option in there to make option 2 look cheaper, okay? And they emailed me back and they took option 3. I just about lost my mind, okay? And I asked them why, and they said, we're paying a roof deal right now. We need more leads. We're happy to pay anything close to that. What that means is they would happily pay me up to $2,000 for every new customer that they got, for every new roof job. So as a sign spinner, your job is to get 1 results for clients, more leads, aka more people to walk into the business. And if this is a new term to you, a lead is just someone who has raised their hand or traded their contact information and said, I'm interested in what your business has to offer. For example, this homeowner might pick up the phone and call a roofing company, or they might see our online sign and say, I'm interested in a roof bid, right? That's a lead right there. That's a good lead. So the roofing company was already paying for leads when I approached them. They said they had no problem paying for more leads. So to the roofing company, more leads equals more money. For every new roof I brought them, they made about $10,000, okay? So it's like they were giving me $20 bills and I was just handing them $100 bills back in return, just by spinning an online sign and directing online traffic into their business. So would you pay $20 if you got $100 back? Can you see how much sense this makes to the business owner to pay you if you could do this for them? So all I had to do was bring them more leads and they would happily pay me. Now, if you want to know what that looks like, here's a lead. These get sent out automatically, and I'll show you how to do that later in the presentation. It just says telephone number, address, and the message body, roof repair bid, please schedule. That's as simple as the lead is. This is what they'll pay me $2,000 for, okay? If that deal closes, pay me $2,000. So the easy way to do this was to rent my funnel out, to spin the online sign and just have them pay for these leads, right? So what does a roofing funnel look like? We already went over what a funnel is. It's the steps somebody goes through. So a roofing funnel might look like this. We might have an ad, then we might have a simple website, a thank you page. And again, this is really just a funnel page. It's not a full website or anything like that. And then the roofer will go out there and they will do the job of closing that client. They'll give them a bid. So we really just need to get their attention, get them to click, get their email, and then give them a free bid on a new roof. And they're funneled through that thing. So the offline funnel, it looks like this: a sign spinner, then a door sign, then a menu, right? The online funnel looks like this: advertisement, simple web page, free session or consultation. And you might be thinking to yourself, if it's so simple, why wouldn't the business owner do the marketing themselves? And I have to show you something. Here's an email from my roofing client. She says, my life is simply insane. I'm in the office now. Call me anytime. If you get voice, I'll just be on the other line and I'll call you right back, okay? It's the same thing as asking, why doesn't a business owner just spin the sign themselves, okay? They have to run the business. They have to go out there and give bids on roofs. They have to be installing the roof. So the business owner has so much more work to do than bringing in the customers. And if you can take this off their plate, they will gladly pay you for it, okay? Business owners don't have the time or the desire to do the sign spinning themselves. They're too busy running their own business, okay? In fact, not only are they too busy, they're desperate for your help, okay? So this is where you come in right now. Remember, I want you to envision yourself helping business owners and being a hero to them, okay? So how can we sell to people who already need what we have? The roofer already needed more leads. They're already paying for leads, and that's why they were an easy client. People are already willing to spend money, are the easiest to get to say yes. So where else are people already paying for leads? Now, when I was getting started, one place was the Yellow Pages, right? They were paying for advertisements right here in the Yellow Pages. Now, I knew that this was an outdated method and that they hadn't adapted to the internet yet. So I knew these people wanted leads. I knew they were spending money to get them and probably not getting really good results, right? So I did something kind of crazy. I would record a website critique of their website and I would burn it onto the CD. And then I would package it up in an envelope and I would mail it out to them. And here's my sister helping me package these up. We would write on the CD, and then I would walk to the post office at lunch every day, and I would stand in line, and I hated walking to the post office. There was a huge line every single time. I would mail these out to the business. And as you can see, here's my living room. I didn't have money for furniture, and so I had an exercise ball to sit on, and I had this fold-up picnic table to work on, and then we just work on the floor and mail these out. Now, lucky for you, you don't have to do this. This took an enormous amount of time and energy, but there's so much better ways to do this today. So what are some modern day equivalents of the Yellow Pages, okay? By the way, this is how I got that roofing client, was sending them these envelopes. So what are some modern day equivalents of the Yellow Pages? Go ahead and put in the chat box now what you think are some modern day equivalents of the Yellow Pages. Yeah, so we got things like Google. There's one I especially like, which is Groupon. Groupon, at the time that it was created, was the fastest company to ever reach $1 billion. And if you've ever used Groupon, you know that they provide deals on business services. And so what are they doing? They're providing leads to the business. And what happens is Groupon takes half of that money. And so if you look here, this business got leads from Groupon. They sold 25,000 new customers at $21 a piece. Groupon takes half. That means they pay Groupon $250,000 to bring them new customers. So this is how important this is to businesses, okay? And this is why it's so easy to charge money for this service, because businesses are already paying for it. and they're already paying a lot of money. So a really easy way is just to go on Groupon and find businesses who are already paying. Now, who you serve is incredibly important, remember? We want to find people that are already paying for leads. So just go to local services on Groupon. In your city, you're going to see countless businesses who are already paying for leads and they want more, okay? Now, one of the cool things about this is as a sign spinner, you can charge based on value, not hours. What does that mean? Most of us are used to going into work and we get paid, $20 an hour, $30 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever. We get paid based on how many hours we're working, okay? But did Groupon how many hours they worked for this deal? No, it was based on how many customers, right? So if you could bring a business an extra $20,000 in customers each month, how easy do you think it would be for you to ask for $2,000 a month for yourself? Remember, for that roofer, that was only 2 deals. So they don't care if it takes you 10 minutes or 10 days. All they care about is bringing in the extra money. If you can bring a roofer 4 new jobs for $10,000 each, that's $40,000, right? So the roofer per job, which would have cost them $8,000 to get that money for 4 roofs. So when we charge them $4,000 a month, that saves them $4,000 a month. They're actually saving money by working with us, and everyone is happy. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do we track this? How do we know that the roofer got those roofs from our efforts, and why would they tell us that? We track it through a simple spreadsheet that I have my client fill out when leads come in, and the client tells us how many new leads they got, so you can do more of what's working, right? Just like a sign spinner might spin a sign on 2 different streets, we might do the same thing on the internet, and the company will tell us which one's working better so that we can do more of that. So it's in their best interest to tell us how many deals they got. And now all of a sudden, how much you make is not tied to how many hours you work, but the results you produce. This is how I made my first $100,000 online, okay? Now I want to show you another student of mine. She says, I will be making $5,050 per month helping my first paying client, effectively replacing my income, y'all. So that's $5,000 a month for her first client. That's how powerful and in demand this stuff is. Are you beginning to envision what your life will look like when you can pull this off, when you can do this for yourself? Now, you might like the idea of that, right? But maybe the thought of leaving a steady income for something completely scares you, right? That's normal. But let me show you how this works. Here's another student of mine. She says, thanks so much. I am just overwhelmed by the amount of people in various niches reaching out to me for lead generation. I was doing this part-time as I work for a company 25 hours a week, and it looks like I have to quit my job. Good problem to have. So you can actually go out there and make this work for yourself before you quit your job. And once you've replaced your income, just like you saw a couple times now, then you can quit your job when it's safe to do so. So do you have any questions so far? Isn't that awesome how that works? Yeah, can you guys picture yourselves doing this? Can you picture yourself replacing your income and being able to work on your own terms? Now, again, where can you do this from? I took this picture road tripping around Morocco. And I didn't know that Morocco had mountains, but they have snowy mountains. They have sandy deserts. They have beach towns. They have all sorts of stuff. So super cool. All right, so let's jump into secret number 2. Secret 2 is how to uncover the hidden language that makes clients say yes to working with you, even if you're brand new. Because you might say, this sounds awesome, Christian. I'm brand new. I've never done this before. How do I get clients, right? Now, this is me leaving the country for the very first time. I have lived and worked all over the world now, but this was it. This was the first time. And I needed money. I needed to figure this out, right? And around the same time, I got my first Netflix subscription. And they gave me a 2-week free trial. They said, go ahead, try it out for 2 weeks, and we'll charge you when the trial is up, right? You won't be charged until after your free month. They actually gave me a month. But once I knew how good Netflix was, I couldn't resist becoming a paying customer. So I took the trial, and then I kept paying after the trial was up. Now, I'll call this the Netflix method, okay? I did the same thing in my business. The very first client, I was just cold calling businesses. I'm not going to make you do this. I did it, and it made me incredibly nervous. I'd be shaking, calling on the phone. But again, I had to make it work. I couldn't go back to that office. So I found someone to help. I offered to do the work for free for 2 weeks with one exception. Again, my big problem was I didn't have credentials or experience or any background in marketing. So as payment for that free trial, I asked for a testimonial, a case study, and 3 referrals, okay? And then I did the work. I did online sign spinning for this client. She immediately got 10 new clients in her business. She told all her friends about me, and I got a great testimonial. Plus, I got $6,000 in additional revenue from her referrals. So I went from no money 1 month to $6,000 a month the next month. And I used her case study to get countless more clients in her niche after that. Now, this happens over and over again. Here's a student of mine. He says, just close a referral for my last paid client for $1,000 a month, retainer client. Referrals is one of the easiest, best, fastest ways to get new clients. So now I had credentials, I had that case study with referrals, and I had experience, I had that testimonial and the experience of working with my client, all by just using the Netflix method and doing a 2-week trial. So I did this for myself, but I had to see if that was a fluke or if it would work for other people, right? It doesn't matter if it worked for me, if it doesn't work for you. So that same week, while talking to my friend Christain, he told me about an acquaintance of his who wanted help with her dietitian business, okay? And Grayson said on the phone, I don't know anything about dietitians. And so I said, hey man, I just tried out the Netflix method and it worked amazingly well. It took me from $0 to $6,000 a month immediately. Will you give that a shot and report back to me and let me know how it goes? And so Grayson went out there and he worked with that first client for free, and I just interviewed him and he did $56,000 in the last 30 days in new clients. So he had that first client pay with a video testimonial. He took that, he went out there, he got a bunch more dietitians as clients, and he just broke the $50,000 a month mark, right? How cool is that? How amazing is that? What would that do for your life? What would you think about yourself? What would your spouse think about that if you could make that happen? That's all with the Netflix method. Now I have a script for you on this training today, okay? You can do your free trial and start charging 2 weeks in. I want you to go and take action right now, because remember, we're envisioning ourselves doing this. That means we're going to start to take action and put the wheels in motion. Can you do that for me? So I want you to go post this on Facebook. Now, if you want to copy paste this, you can go to digitalnomad.com/paste. digitalnomad.com/paste. www.digitalnomad.com/paste. And go post this on Facebook right now. Okay, it says, hey y'all, I'm working with digitalnomad.com to learn how to build funnels and do Facebook marketing. If you have a business and you've been wanting to get more leads, sales, and automation with Facebook marketing, I'm looking for one trial client. I'll put in the hard work to get your funnel up and running and profitably producing sales for free. If you are a good fit, all I need is for you to put up a couple hundred for the ad spend. Just respond to this post or private message me and we'll talk about next steps. So again, go copy paste this on your wall. Let me show you what happens when you do it. The last time I did this, I got 2 additional clients at $1,500 a month each. That's a $3,000 a month raise, okay? It's just amazing what can happen in this business. So if this doesn't work for you, I'm going to show you a workaround later in this presentation, how to get it to work for you. But don't skip this, because a lot of times people say, well, I don't know if I have anyone in my network that will respond, and then they go post this and they get crazy results like this, okay? This works over and over and over again. Lisa says, I have an attorney, mortgage lender, and fitness instructor, all willing to run a 2-week trial, okay? And these I have literally hundreds and hundreds of these, okay? Of these screenshots, people getting their first trial clients using this exact script. Go post it right now, okay? Bryce uses this exact method to close a $3,000 a month client in the first 3 weeks. So digitalnomad.com/paste, all you gotta do is copy paste. Control-C, Control-V, okay? And again, I'll show you later in the presentation how to get even more of these trial clients. So you might be wondering what happens after the trial. Johnny says, after a successful 2-week trial campaign, I just landed my first paying client, $1,500 a month, and that's without the extras, okay? How awesome is that? A lot of times your trials just pay up front too, right? You might offer to do it for free, and a lot of times they'll pay you. So Wesley says, 7 days in, just got my first paying client and $1,500 a month on a trial basis. So a lot of times they'll pay you and they say, yeah, let's do a trial and we'll keep paying you as long as we're happy. Ronnie says, 26 hours later, I have 2 paying trial customers. They're going to pay a small amount for the first month and make video testimonials, right? So these don't even have to be free trials. They can be paid trials. Now, how many trials should you do? It's a good question. We recommend that you do 3 trials. You get 3 trial clients. And that's typically because one will forget to get back to you after they say the yes, okay? And you'll just never work with them. One will get too busy to focus on the new business. So you might be bringing them lots of new customers. They might be so busy that they can't handle any more customers. And one will become a paying client. So that's why we go for 3 trial clients, right? So just like once I knew how good Netflix was, I couldn't resist becoming a paying customer. Once these businesses start getting leads from you, they can't resist becoming a paying client. Does that make a lot of sense to you? right? They don't have to risk anything. And as long as they're happy with the leads they're getting, you start getting paid, even if you have no prior experience. So let me show you how quickly this can escalate. Here's Chad. He says, got my first official paying client, $1,000 a month. He was one of my trial clients, right? So one of the three starts paying him. He loved it so much, he decided to drop all the other marketing efforts and use my services exclusively. Thanks, Christian Martin and Brittany, who is a girl on my team, and for all the help along the way. So that's Chad going out there and using this method to get his very first paying client for $1,000 a month, right? Now, what happens after this? Here's Chad. He says, closed 2 deals yesterday. Yesterday's total, $7,312. So Chad goes from literally never working in this industry, never being an online sign spinner before, to going out there and having $7,000 in one day. Isn't that crazy? This can escalate very quickly. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about Chad's story later in this presentation. So do you have any questions so far? Isn't it awesome how even if you've never done this before, there's nothing stopping you. You can go out there and get trial clients, get them results, turn that into paying clients, and turning that into more and more. Now, where can you do this from? Okay. I spent a month in Thailand training in Muay Thai kickboxing. There I am. And I could do this because I could do online sign spinning on my breaks. I could do it at night when I wasn't training and things like that. That's the cool thing about this. You only need 1 to 2 clients and you can work from anywhere, okay? There I am in Singapore with that weird building that you've probably seen before. That's in Singapore. I stayed there. It was pretty cool. There's an infinity pool on the top. Secret 3, how to clone your best clients to 10x your income without 10x the work, right? A lot of us don't want to just go out there and get 1 or 2 clients. We want to make sure we're making more than we would at a corporate job if we really dedicated ourselves to our career, right? So here's how to replace your income in 30 days. Take the average dollar per client, divide your current monthly income by that. So I want you to take out a piece of paper right now, put the piece of paper in front of you, grab a pen or whatever, and write down your current income, or whatever income you would need to make to be free, to do what you want to do. Go ahead and put it in the chat box right now, okay? Maybe that's $5,000 a month. Maybe that's $15,000 a month. Everyone's situation is different. Maybe you are single. You only need $3,000 a month to travel the world. Let's see what we got. Okay, Michelle says $5,000 a month. Anyone higher than that? Hilda says $12,000 a month. All right, Hilda. Carolina says she only needs $2,000 a month to travel the world. Joshua says $18,000 a month to replace his high-paying corporate job. Cool. That's awesome. That's all awesome. So here's the deal. The average holder of a bachelor's degree in the United States makes $51,000 a year at a job. That's $4,250 a month. Don't forget about benefits. So let's just round that up to $5,000, right? If your income is $5,000 a month, let's divide that by 1,500. Let's just say average client amount. That's 3.3 clients you need to help to replace your job, okay? 4 clients can completely replace your income. Now, if we compare that to the 5,000 clients that I need a month with iPhone apps, this makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? 4 people over 5,000. But I know some of you want to make more than that, or maybe you already do. So the average holder of a master's degree makes $100,000 a year at a job. That's $8,333 a month. Don't forget about benefits. Let's round it up to $10,000 a month. That's 6 clients a month to fully replace a master's degree. And again, we can do this without 6 years of school, without going into $100,000 in student debt. Isn't that insane? You only need to help 6 people to get a result with online sign spinning to replace the income of somebody with a master's degree. So you're probably wondering, what's the fastest way to add 6 clients at $1,500 per month? Do you want to know? All right, there's a saying, the riches are in the niches. What does this mean? It means a general practitioner, your family doctor, makes about $207,000 a year, whereas a cardiac surgeon makes $410,000. Why is that? It's because the cardiac surgeon does one thing only. They do it very well. They do it over and over again. So when you pick one niche, you become the best at getting your niche results, okay? Think about this. Don Draper from the show Mad Men has an ad agency, but he has to start over with every client, right? Every campaign is different. It's no wonder he needs so much whiskey and cigarettes to deal with the pressure, right? We want a business where we can just do the same thing over and over again. This is going to make it so much easier. You need an offer that's almost the same amount of work for you, whether you have 5 clients or 20. So I want to show you what I call the 50x client multiplier with the Starbucks method, okay? You know how you can go to Starbucks anywhere in the world, you get exactly the same product? This is a picture I took in Bali, Indonesia, and this looks like we're at some temples, right? We're actually at a Starbucks. These are temples over here, but right behind us is a Starbucks. And so no matter how different the Starbucks works, what did they serve there? They sold the same thing that they serve at the Starbucks at my airport here in Denver. So at the time, I had clients in a bunch of different markets. I had roofing clients, acupuncture, financial advisors, content marketers, software companies, career coaches, real estate agents. This had me drinking like Don Draper just to keep up with the pressure. After all, I had to create a new sign for every location instead of just making copies of signs that already worked. Now, we are not just an ad agency, okay? You have to understand that online sign spinning is different. An ad agency will do anything you ask them to do. This is like making custom orders at Starbucks. It's like, hey, can you make me a sandwich with turkey and Swiss and lettuce and mustard? And Starbucks says, no, we have a menu. They don't serve coffee, Thai food, pizza, ice cream, and space food, okay? When Starbucks wants to grow, they just open up a new location serving the same thing. They do not start a new kind of restaurant. Let me prove this to you, okay? Can I prove it to you? Here's a Starbucks. Now, if we look across the street, this is craziness. There's another Starbucks. Okay, all they do is clone themselves. They know the value of keeping things the same and cloning themselves. So to get your clients' results, just use an online sign that already works. Okay, I'll show you how to get funnels for about 100 different niches in 15 minutes from now. Okay, now here's the deal. You own that sign. You're the sign spinner, right? You own that sign. You do not sell the sign to the client. What do you sell? Leads and customers. You own the sign, not the client. That means they have to pay you every single month to keep spinning that sign, okay? Because they don't own it. So what I did, I fired all my clients except the one that I was getting the best result for, okay? And then I found clients in the same exact business. Okay, this was in a chiropractic niche. I found chiropractors in the same business in New York City, Boston, Massachusetts, Atlanta, Delaware, San Francisco, and Portland. And guess what? I just used one online sign. I spun the same sign with just a simple 3-step funnel. Okay, it was an advertisement to a simple web page to a free consultation. And the results, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. It was just copy, paste, profit. Okay, the same exact funnel for every client. Here's the deal. You are not a body for hire. We're no longer selling our time. We are business owners, and what we do is spin the signs, okay? So franchising, aka specializing in one niche and renting your system, is how to make 6 figures online. That's how I made my first $107,000 online, okay? So when you want to grow, when you want to multiply your clients, just get a new client in a new city who has the same business as your current client. When you focus on just one type of client, it's really easy to get clients, okay? Because you just spin the same sign for all your clients, and you say, hey, I'm spinning the sign for somebody in Denver, but I think it'll work in San Francisco too. Do you want to give it a shot? Okay, it makes it extremely easy. Now, we're talking about niching down here, but if you don't know what niche you want to start with, that's good, okay? Because picking your niche is a lot like dating. You need to go on those 3 to 5 trial client dates to find out what you like. You wouldn't try and figure out what man or woman you want to marry ahead of time without ever going on a date with them, right? And we don't want to do the same thing with niches. This process is like speed dating for business. We're going to take on 3 to 5 clients, paying clients, trial clients, combination of the two, and then we're going to pick the one that we like the best, and we're going to go out there and we're going to clone it, okay? Then you can pick your niche and marry that niche and work with it exclusively. So let's see how well this works when you start to use this cloning process, just like Starbucks, okay? Nick says, hey, Christian, I know I haven't been present to the weekly calls. I have a large client in the mortgage space who agreed to run a trial client. If we execute successfully, this could be a $50,000 to $100,000 a month client as they manage a lot of territory. So remember, we're going to take those to different geographic locations. Here's another one. Daniel says, hey, Christian, I just wanted to say I ended up getting the real estate firm account. I wanted to say thanks for everything. I don't expect you to remember our last convo because you have a million things going on. This was my first account, first client. I will be marketing the whole firm, which consists of over 50 real estate agents. I'm excited to say the least. Thank you. Isn't that awesome? 50 clients, okay? Here's another one. Rachel, I just got a potential $50K per month client, y'all. The company is headquartered in Indiana, but has 50 branches across the nation. Here's another one. Joanna, excellent news. I still can't believe what's just happened. He wants to run in all 22 countries he's shipping to. 22 campaigns, that's $22,000 a month. I'm stoked. So what do? We franchise and clone the funnel across different states, okay? This is like having a team of sign spinners spinning signs for you while you sip coffee and work on your expansion plans. Remember, you're the business owner here, so we're not a buyer, body for hire. We're not a freelancer. We don't do whatever the client wants. We say, hey, I have this sign. It works in Denver. Do you want to run it in San Francisco? And then you have somebody on your team, and by that I mean we just put it out on the internet, right? Since we're online, we don't actually have to have people do this for us. We can have the internet do it for us. So then you just expand with the same sign, just like an offline sign spinner would hire team members, okay? This is hands down the fastest way to replace your job or explode your business and your income. And now remember, it's really easy to get clients when you niche. My student here says, he chose me because he talked to several other marketers, but I was the only one specialized in the niche. I am so fired up and filled with gratitude for Christian and the program. I just need one more client to be able to quit my 9-to-5. So that's how important it is to niche down. It makes it so much easier to get clients, okay? And at that point, it's just rinse and repeat, right? One client, $24,000 a year. Two clients, $48,000 a year. Three clients, $72,000 a year. 8 clients, $192,000 a year, right? It's how Chad went from this. He says, close a new client while sitting in the grocery store parking lot today, $1,000 a month. That's a small win for most of us, right? But we just interviewed Chad, and guess what? Chad is up to $60,000 in 1 month, right? Just got into this business this year, already breaking the $60,000 a month mark. That's because we use sign spinning instead of SMMA or freelancing, any of all that other crap. It's because of our specific method that we can clone and scale so fast. So what other business can you go from 0 to 60K per month? Months, almost nothing, right? What would that mean for your life if you could do the same? Remember, you're 1 to 2 clients away from being able to work from anywhere, okay? Now, what's possible on the high end? Some people, let's just do this for fun. What's really possible with this business? Remember, we're cloning things. Here's a couple. Now, they're not students of mine, but they run the same business model, okay, for gyms. They do this for gyms. They help gyms bring in more leads. They went 0 to $10 million in under 2 years, okay? There they are getting the award for making $10 million in their business. This year, they got the $75 million award. That's in under 4 years, they went from complete startup to $75 million. All they're doing is helping gyms bring in more leads and customers, okay? That's the high end. Now, how is that possible, you might be wondering? It's because the internet allows you to multiply your sign by 100,000, right? Think about all the sign spinners out on the street today, okay? Now, they're probably all making $10, $12, $15 an hour, but what do you think the combined income of all those sign spinners is? If you go to New York City and you combine the income of all the people spinning signs, that's what you can do on the internet, because we don't have to physically be present to be spinning those signs. That's how it's possible to do something like this. So do you have questions about this so far, the online sign spinning? Why it's the best method? Why you should ignore everyone else out there who's teaching anything similar to this? Because this is hands down the fastest way to scale with the lowest amount of stress possible, okay? It's going to take consistent effort. It's going to take hard work, but it is the best way to do it, okay? Now, where can you do this from? Again, here I am in Argentina on a trip. And I just show you this to remind you what's possible, right? To remind you that when you go on trips and it's not a vacation, you can actually just work while you're there. You can take your time. I think I was there for about a month in South America. And it's not a break. This is just your life now, okay? When you don't have to worry about bills piling up back home, you can start to enjoy the world a little more and work from anywhere. And again, you don't need to travel with this. If you want to travel, that's awesome. You should do it. If you don't, the point is that you can work from a coffee shop or your friend's house or whatever it is so that you are present for the important moments in life. So I got to ask you a question. Are you enjoying the webinar so far? Is this some revolutionary stuff? Do you think if you actually understood what we covered and went out there and implemented it? Remember, I want you to envision this for yourself. What is your life going to look like once you have this for yourself? We covered how to find thousands of businesses who are already looking for your help and learn what to offer them. We covered secret number 2, the hidden language that makes clients say yes to working with you, even if you're brand new. And secret 3, how to clone your best clients to 10x your income without 10x the work. Again, my best kept secret. That's how we see those huge results every single month. So we covered how to sell online sign spinning to businesses who already pay for leads. We covered the Netflix method to go out there and get clients and turn them into paying clients, even if you've never had a client in your life, even if you have no background in marketing like I don't. And we covered secret 3, how to franchise your funnel to replace your income and grow your business. Could you be successful if you followed what I showed you in secret number 1 and you focused on online sign spinning and working with businesses who already pay for leads? Yeah, I know you could, because I've seen it over and over again. Could you be successful if you knew how to use the Netflix method to go out there and get your clients and turn them into paying clients? Absolutely. I've seen it thousands of times. And could you be successful if you knew how to use online sign spinning so you are cloning yourself? Instead of any of this other stuff that people teach, if you're cloning yourself and getting results like we saw Chad getting, yeah, I absolutely know you could. If you understood the fastest way to replace a full to easy clients, you forgot about everything else. If you knew how to get clients, even if you have no prior results, if you knew how to clone your best clients to grow without burning out. So what would you do if you had an online business that didn't require you to be in one specific place? You made six figures to spin online signs for people. If it didn't cost you money to go on vacation and you had freedom with your time and your finances, if you had a business you loved, how would that feel? What would your friends say about you? What will they say about you? What will your partner say about you? What would that do for your own personal confidence? I know this has transformed me as a person. Are you beginning to see the impact this will have on your life when we get this going for you? So who wants to take things to the next level? Go ahead and put in the Q&A box. I'm ready if you're ready to take it to the next level. How many of you are excited about what we just talked about? I know I am. How many of you are maybe, though, just a little overwhelmed because of how much we covered? It was a lot, okay? So who wants to get this done now? Who wants to simplify this, break it down? Go ahead and put in the comment box, yes, please, if you are ready, okay? Now, it's literally impossible for me to show you everything in this 60-minute presentation, but I tried to cover as much as possible. So for those of you who want me to hold your hand moving forward and help you get this result now, I created something for you. So is it okay if I spend a couple of minutes going over a very special offer that I have created to help you replace your income, start your online sign spinning business from scratch, and work from anywhere over the next 2 months? Is that okay? Go ahead and put in the comment box, please share. Again, this is not for me. I won't share it if you're not interested. I already know this stuff, so I'll just wait and see if you guys are interested. Put please share or yes, please in that comment box, and we can kick this off if you're ready. If not, we can wrap things up. Okay, all right. Yes, please share. I see. Don't you dare shut down this presentation. Okay. So here's what I've got. I've got something called the Work From Anywhere Accelerator. The Work From Anywhere Accelerator is all about how to start a work from anywhere sign spinner business and get paying clients to replace your income in 60 days or less from anywhere in the world. Find fulfillment in your work and get the freedom to live life as you choose fast without spending years of your life in trial and error. Because here's the thing, I don't want you guys to be successful a year from now. I don't want it to take 6 months. I want you to be able to find the success that you really want right now. You can see Cody down here says after he joined the Work From Anywhere Accelerator, he quit his job 3 weeks later, okay? And if you're already in business and you're a little bit ahead of this, we're going to create a scalable offering in your business, systemize your business, and help you to grow to 6 or 7 figures. Remember those big clients that we saw? We're going to show you how to do that in your own business by using the concepts that we've been discussing today. Remember, for most of you, you're just 1 to 2 clients away, right? The amount that we charge per client, you only need a couple of clients to free yourselves from the traps of bills and being stuck in one place and having to go sit in rush hour traffic every single day. So we want you to be able to say, just like you did at the beginning of this presentation, I work from anywhere, okay? So the way that we do this is by giving you a proven system to follow step by step to achieve success, to accomplish everything that you've seen so far in this presentation. So again, we don't want it to take you 6 months. We don't want it to take you 2 years. We want you to be able to implement this process for an online sign spinning business right now. If you're ready to get started today, we want to allow you to follow step by step the steps you need to take to get this for yourself. So let's talk about what you're really getting, okay? You're going to get all the processes, scripts, templates, funnels, systems, and secrets you need to launch your online sign spinner business and get paying clients in the next 6 to 8 weeks, okay? Even if you're starting from scratch, even if you're starting from brand new, and even if you're like me and don't have any prior experience or credentials or background or degrees in marketing, just like I did not, okay? I learned this stuff from the ground up. I'm going to show you exactly how I've done it and how we've walked thousands of people through the same exact process. Now, here's the deal. It does not matter how many resources you have. If you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough, right? Okay, so here's this guy with a pile full of ladders, and he just doesn't understand how to use the ladder, so he can't get over the wall. Now, learning online is a lot like this guy, right? There's resources out there. you need the right strategy. It's not enough to have resources and tactics and ladders if you don't know how to use them. So here's what we're going to do for you. Here's where most people get stuck, okay? Most people want to be able to work from anywhere. They want to start an online business, and there's enough free information on the internet that they think they can go out there and do it on their own. And what happens? They start to learn a little bit. They go out here over the gap. They make a little bit of progress, and then they hit an obstacle. They get stuck. They don't know how to break through. They don't know how to get results. They just knew enough to be dangerous, and then they weren't able to make it over the gap, and they fall down in the gap. They get stuck. They get discouraged. They give up, and they go back to their old way of life. And it's nothing against people that do this. I did this for years. It's normal. If you don't have the support, if you don't have the community, if you don't have the tools and this proven roadmap that's already been tested on thousands of people to get where you want to go, it's going to make it really hard for you to figure it out on your own. After all, if you could figure it out yourself, you probably would have done it already, okay? So here's where we want to bring you, up here where you can work from anywhere. This is where people who have gone through our program or now they're able to quit their jobs, work from anywhere, get those high-paying clients. And so we're going to bridge this gap between where you are now, and we're going to use that ladder properly and bring you up to work from anywhere. And the cool thing about this is the skills that you learn in this program, once you make it up here, you're going to have those skills the rest of your life. So we're going to show you how to bridge this gap. We're going to take you by the hand, get you over the gap. And let's say that 5 years from now, for some reason you lose everything in a lawsuit, or for whatever reason you get wiped out. You have the skills to do this again. And I can tell you the second time you want to do this, it is so much easier. So if you learn to make a six-figure income online and then you want to do it again with a different business or just down the line, you now have the skills and you no longer need somebody to bring you over the gap because we brought you over the first time, okay? And once you do that for the rest of your life. So we're going to do this by giving you 6 complete weeks of training plus a year of support, because I want to support you in the long run. I want to see you smash your business goals and go out there and get your first couple clients, but also grow your business into something beyond what you ever imagined, okay? So we're going to show you how to start your work from anywhere sign spinner business and get paying clients, how to get those clients amazing results even if you have never done this before, how to leverage those results to clone your clients like we talked about so you can quit your job or scale your business, and then 6 weeks of handheld, every detailed, covered training, okay? We'll walk you through step by step. So let's break down the weeks real quick. Week 1, we're going to cover the $1 Million Mindset, how to sidestep procrastination forever and make your dreams come true. So if you're anything like me and you get distracted by shiny objects or you procrastinate the things that you really want in life, know, number 1, that that's totally normal. And number 2, that we have a process to work through this so that you can actually go out there and get results, okay? This is really important. Week 2, creating your offer, what to offer your clients, how to say it, and what to include in your offer. We're also going to give you the 14-day first client challenge. This is a challenge where we take you by the hand and we just kind of throw you into the deep end. We want to accelerate your progress so you go out there, get results right away, and that's going to build your confidence and allow you to get even more results. Week 3, we're going to go through funnel cloning, how to set up the perfect funnel for your clients, even if you've never done it before. Week 4, Facebook and Instagram ads, how to set up the perfect campaign for your client to drive massive traffic and sales for them. Week 5, learn the 6-figure sales script so you can close clients without being pushy, salesy, or extroverted. And week 6, getting clients with the P&H method and replacing your income. So here's Jenny from Module 1. She says, ever since I enrolled in this program, I literally can't turn my brain off from thinking about all the possibilities. It has opened up so many opportunities I never even realized existed. Already got my first paying client. This is my vehicle to freedom. So thanks, Christian, for living your dreams to give me a way to live mine. And so that's the thing about this program. It's going to show you things that right now you don't know exist. And that's why you need it, because you might go out there and look for this stuff on your own, but you don't know what to look for. Okay, we're going to show you what is actually possible, and it's going to open up your mind just like this. And I honestly get a little emotional just reading this, because seeing Jenny go out there, get paying clients right away, and change her life, that means the world to me. Week 2 of the WFA program, remember, we'll take you through the 14-day challenge. And Asita says, I am super excited and very happy, thankful, and can't express the joy with this program. I enjoyed the 14-day challenge, and it challenged me, but I got 2 trial clients by the end of the day as I'm breezing through learning everything in the modules. Then we have another one on the right side. After day 2 of the 14-day challenge, I posted this, and less than 10 minutes later, I'm closing a deal. Okay? That is the 14-day challenge. It's going to jumpstart your success. Now, we're also going to show you everything you need to spin that sign to create winning funnels for your clients, right? This is Michael from inside the program, and he says, I must give a big thanks to Christian Martin and the team at Digital Nomad. I'm a bit of an oddball because I'm a business owner, And what he says is he enrolled in the program to get clients for his own business. So some of you wonder, like, how do we get our clients results? What does that look like? Are they happy for these results? So he actually enrolled just to get results for his own business. He said, I started my campaign on July 31st, ended on the 15th for $15,500 in new revenue for my business. That's 2 weeks. He brought in 15 grand in new revenue for his own business. Okay. So you're going to crush it for your clients or your own business. Here's Jenny again. She says, with your seller's funnel in the program, I helped my client land a home. They sold it for $750,000. It took $47 in ad spend for them to get that. So her client spent $47 on ads using her funnel that she provided, that she was being paid to run for the clients, and they sold a home for $750,000. Isn't that amazing? So we're going to show you how to run Facebook and Instagram ads for unlimited traffic. Now, you have to realize that you don't ever pay for ads, okay? The client will be the only one paying for ads, and we'll show you exactly how to position that, how much they need to spend the first month, and everything else, okay? We've been through this process a million times. We're going to show you how to get amazing results for your clients so they keep coming back month after month, and how to stay on the cutting edge with always updated strategies, okay? Catherine says, just wanted to share the first week results for my client. Hit it out of the park with 86 leads at $1.66 each. If you don't know, that is an amazing result for the client. It's a spa client. She said they can barely keep up with the leads. So that's going to be a happy client right there. And we're also going to show you the best way to enroll. So we show you how to get the clients, how to get paid by the clients, how to get the clients results so that they're happy and they keep paying you. We're going to get rid of proposals, follow-ups, and let me think about it, and just start closing clients left and right. So Chad says 2 new clients, $1,000 a month each, close 1 on Sunday and 1 today. So when you know this, again, 1 on Sunday, 1 today, it's just rinse and repeat, right? 1 client, $12,000 to $24,000 a year. 2 clients, $48,000 a year. 3 clients, $72,000. 5 clients, $120,000, and on and on. It's like waking up one morning with a superpower, right? It's like you got bit by a spider, but instead of having spidey senses, you know now how to create money out of thin air, just like Chad, okay? And it really is a superpower. So here's Evan, and remember, we said that we date our niche, so we don't have to know our niche ahead of time, and you can try different niches, and we're going to show you how to use funnels for different niches. But Evan says, when I dive into a new niche, I deep dive. So this is a brand new niche for Evan. He's just basically going in the first state. He says, closed 3 HVAC contractors on Friday last week. Now time to get some amazing results so I can charge more. Plus $4,500 a month in income for Evan. He gave himself a raise in 1 day using what's in this program, okay? So we're going to show you 5 different ways to get clients depending on your personality and your preference. Amy says 2 new clients today, 9 so far for the month of April. That's a record, and there are 3 more intro sessions scheduled for next week, okay? She says 1 month into this project, I'm going to have to begin turning people away. She has too many clients. My point here is that we're going to allow you to get more done in 6 weeks than in 6 years, okay? Because you could go out there and do this on your own. It's probably going to take you about 5 years or longer to figure out everything that we've already figured out. But imagine that we took 2,000 people and then we tried everything possible and we figured out what works with those 2,000 people and then we handed that to you. That's how you get 6 years of work done in 6 weeks, and that's what you're going to get when you enroll in the Work From Anywhere Accelerator. So it's everything you need to start your online sign spending business and be able to work from anywhere. And we're going to help you scale too, right? Some of you want to scale bigger. So Cody says I closed 7K in less than 7 days last month. John says I built my gig to $180,000 of profit this year. And you can see John right here talking about doing 15K in revenue with his sign spending business this month. Let's jump in.
When I first started working with Christian, I didn't have a business in mind. I just knew I wanted to get out of the 9 to 5. So I didn't really have an idea of what that would be, how to get there, or any systems or ideas in place that could actually facilitate the transformation. Within months of talking to Christian, actually it's not even months, within weeks, developed a system for lead generation, had my first few clients, had my first $5,000 month as a digital marketer. Over the last 6 months, Christian's really been instrumental in helping me scale to where I'm at now. My billables for this month alone are over $15,000. So there we go.
So you can see John is pumped because he's doing $15,000 a month with his online sign spinner business. And just look at that smile, okay? And just on the high end, here's my client, Tom. What's really possible? He is one of my most successful clients. And you have to realize that if you want to make $1 million a year, you better go all in and work hard, right? But Tom is doing over $1 million a year with his lead gen business. And he says, I CC Christian on this email. I started the business in December. So far, just in October, I have collected $120,000 in fees. And he was doing that in the online sign spinning for real estate investors, okay? So who does this work for? Those of you who are completely new to business and don't even know what niche or market you want to go into, but you want to replace your income working online, entrepreneurs who want to add an additional source of income, entrepreneurs who want to build their own funnels or get more clients for their business, anyone who wants to make a side income as an online sign spinner, current marketers who need a better way to run their business, right? The sign spinning system really has been what's proven to work better than anything else out there in the market. Current and aspiring world travelers who want a business that can be run from a laptop around the world, and anyone who's interested in learning about this stuff, entrepreneurship, world travel, digital marketing, sign spinning, all that stuff, okay? But this does not work for everyone, okay? Hear me out. This does not work for anyone who thinks they can get rich quick without learning a real skill. We're going to show you the skills to go out there and provide value to people and get paid for that value. It's not for anyone who doesn't want to commit and make this work for them over the long term. That means if you just want to try it for one day and then quit, this is not for you. It's not for anyone who hates marketing. You should find this stuff interesting. If you don't think it's interesting, you're probably not going to be interested enough to stick with this. It's not for anyone who's not willing to give it an honest try for the next 60 days or at least 60 days this year, right? We need to practice this stuff and get good at it so we can get the amazing results we've seen. And it's not for anyone who isn't committed to helping other people, to providing real value with integrity and honesty, okay? So I just ask that you use this stuff for the betterment of humankind, okay? Now, I do have to warn you, your friends and family may get jealous when you're working from the seaside in France or taking the day off to go skiing while everybody else is at work. And you might find yourself taking spontaneous trips once you're not locked down to one location. So, you're going to get the 8-week Work From Anywhere course, including the first 6 weeks is direct training, right? And then week 7 and 8 is really just catch up, and we're helping you accelerate your progress and scale, okay? Including video scripts, templates, and step-by-step exercises. But that's not all you're going to get, okay? You're going to get the masterclass worth $297, but what else do you need to be sure that this will work for you? So you got the training. It's going to show you how this whole system works. It's the same exact training that everyone you've seen on this webinar has used to get the results that you've seen so far, okay? This is the same process we're putting you through. Now, I know what you're thinking. Once I get a client, what do I use to spin the sign? What funnel am I going to use for that client to get them results, okay? Now, we wanted to take everything off your plate. We want to take care of all the big problems for you so that you can go out there and get results. So when you join today, you're going to get proven funnels in 30 different verticals, which you can plug and play immediately for your clients, okay? Just right now, we've got chiropractors, dentists, orthodontists, massage therapists, gyms, supplements, real estate agents, real estate investors, divorce attorneys, roofing, storm roofing, hair removal, acupuncture, yoga, solar, HVAC, personal injury lawyers, financial planners, car dealers, mortgage brokers, officers, business coaches, light, LASIK, fencing, e-commerce, flight schools, hair salon, plumbers, fitness challenges, auto insurance, fishing guides, pest control, holistic wellness, Botox, cool sculpting, carpet cleaning. You get the idea. The point is, between funnel hacks and funnel templates and funnel breakdowns, meaning we explore the funnel for you and we show you what's working right now, what has been working based on what people are running in the marketplace. We have about 80 funnels right now, about 30 templates, and then 50 breakdowns where we just go in there, we find a funnel that's absolutely crushing it, and we break the whole thing down for you so that you can go and do that for your client. We have about 80 right now. We're working up to 100, so we'll have 100 different niches in another month or two, okay? And these are just going to be right inside your program. When you log in today, after you sign up, you can go ahead and access these funnels and implement them for your client immediately. We also give you targeting, ad copy, and image suggestions. So like what kind of images should you use for these? What are the words that should be in your ad? What should you target people with? And you're going to be able to implement a funnel really quickly. So let me show you how this is going to work once you log into your account. So let me show you how this works. We're going to log into the members area right here. You can see all the modules down the left-hand side. We have over 100 videos in here, and we're just going to come down to module 6, funnels. And let's say, for example, that you're going after chiropractors. You're just going to select chiropractors in the menu. And right here, we have a sample ad that you can use for your client. We'll show you exactly how to set that up, what to write, what images to use, what offer to use. Scroll down to the bottom, click this link, and this is going to open this up in your account. Let me show you how this works. So we're going to open up your new funnel and we're going to edit this to fit your client's information. So the cool thing about these is these are plug and play, so you can literally have a client's campaign up and running in just a couple of minutes. This is something that used to take weeks to do. So you can see here we are inside the funnel, and we're just going to edit this information. We can change the colors to match your client's brand. So we'll go in here and change the background color. And then we would swap out this logo with your client's logo. We'll switch that out, change the text. So change Dr. Charles to the name of your client, and put in the client's testimonials, put in the images, and then put in the map for where your client is located. So you can see you can set up a funnel for your client in about 10 minutes when you have these templates. And if you're working with dentists or massage therapists, gyms, yoga studios, supplement companies, you want to advertise a lead magnet for somebody or run a webinar or work with real estate agents, we have templates for all of these. So that's how you get up and running immediately with funnels. I recorded that a couple months ago, so we've actually cleaned up the members area. We have way more funnels in there now, way more content. We're always updating things every single week. So I know some of you have joined courses in the past and you're wondering, is this updated? We update the course pretty much every single week, and then we post in our group what we've updated that week. Now, like I said, you're going to get new funnels added every month. So you could spend thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours on market research and graphic designers and tech help and troubleshooting and client interviews to figure out which funnels you should use for these niches. Or you can just copy and paste my already built super funnels into your business and be up and running in minutes, okay? When you have these, you're going to be able to get your systems up and running, use a proven process, spend your time growing your income instead of tinkering around with these funnels, and you're going to be able to borrow years of market research from your competitors, okay? You'll be able to get rid of tech headaches and costly development of your own tools, years of trial and error that I've been through, costly hires and bad client results, okay? These are going to shortcut the process for you. So here's somebody from our group, and he says, just wanted to brag about the new HVAC funnel Christian Martin put into the program. We got our client 7 new AC installations, and I've only spent $100. Thank you. We're so excited. So his client spent $100 on ads plus his fee. They got 7 new AC installations. I don't really know how much an AC installation costs, but I would imagine it's $1,000 to $5,000. So even if you imagine it's $1,000, that's $7,000 in income for their client the first week of running that funnel. That's the kind of shortcut you're going to get amazing results for your clients so that they happily pay you, okay? Now, all of us have disposable income, right? We get our paycheck every month or every 2 weeks, or we get paid in our business, and we spend that on whatever we need to spend on. We spend it on rent or a mortgage or whatever, but after that we spend it on, for me it's Starbucks, or maybe we like going out to dinner, the movies, things like that. So I'm not asking you to go into debt for the Work From Anywhere Accelerator. What I'm asking you to do is take some of that disposable income that you're going to spend going out or on coffee or movies or whatever it is that you like to spend your money on, and instead of spending on something temporary where you spend it and it never comes back, I'm asking you to make an investment in yourself, because the money you put into this is going to turn into more money for you. So I don't know if you guys have ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, but in it, Robert Kiyosaki talks about the difference between assets and liabilities. He says that poor people, they buy liabilities. They buy cars, they buy boats, they buy things you put money into, and the money disappears forever. But rich people put their money into investments, things that you put money in, and it actually turns into more money for them. So I'm asking you to divert some of your disposable income into an investment in WFA, the Work From Anywhere Accelerator, as opposed to something that's going to take money away from you, okay? So you're going to get the 6-week Training the Tools workshop, so you know exactly what to do every step of the way. You're going to get 30 plus pre-made funnel clones so that you can plug and play for your client and get them amazing results so that they will keep paying you. But I know what you might be thinking. You're like, okay, I know how to get results for the clients now. I know how the system works, but how do I actually go out there and get the clients, okay? So again, we want to solve every problem for you in this program. So I want you to think about something. Let's say that you walked out on a beach and you had one of these lifesaver things right here. And you walk out and you walk up to these girls that are lying there sunbathing, and you throw the life raft at them and it hits them in the head. They're probably not going to be very happy with you, right? They're probably going to scowl at you and tell you to go away. But let's say you pick that life raft back up and you keep walking, and you walk out to the edge of the ocean. And you squint a little bit and you see out there a guy who's gotten in a little over his head. Maybe there's an undertow. He's starting to get sucked out. You can tell he's getting tired and he needs help. Now you take that life raft and you throw it to that guy, and what's going to happen? A completely different outcome, okay? He's going to be grateful for your help. He might even name his firstborn child after you, okay? Because you just saved his life. And so what we want to do is save our clients' lives, okay? So we're going to give you 5 different in-paying client sources. Paying source number 1 is Groupon, like we talked about. You're going to get the word-for-word email templates to reach out, my lead generation automation system to automate your daily outreach, including email automation, the best and worst Groupon customers to go after. And we'll show you, again, depending on your preference, we're going to show you a bunch of different ways to go out there and get clients and give you the word-for-word templates for each of those sources and the best and worst clients to go after. And so you might be wondering, Christian, when I log in today and start this process, what is it going to be like? Well, step one for you is you're just going to send your email script out. And this is what happens. So these are actual screenshots, send out the script, and you get things like this back. I'm interested, share your plan. Yes, let me know when. Here's Carrie. She used the Groupon method and she says, I got my first client. She's so happy I contacted her. Oh my God, easiest sell ever, posting to Facebook now. So when she says easiest sell ever, that is because we contacted the right kind of client. We focused on the right clients, just like we focused on that guy who needed our life raft, right? And so that's what we're going to show you how to do. Jessica says, just got my first Groupon trial client. Sorry for all the caps, but I'm so darn excited. It's a hot yoga studio. I sent out the email last night and this morning he wants to do it. I am so excited. Okay. This is what we're going to give you when you log in today and you get the scripts, and we're going to show you how to use them to go out there and get clients who are pumped to work with you. When you have this, you can stop struggling to get paying clients, stop trying to sell things to people who don't need what you have, stop wondering if you should just give up, and start getting clients who desperately need what you have to offer, who are reaching back out to you to get the details about working with you so you can grow your income fast, and you can just copy paste my systems into your business. So when you sign up today, you're going to get the 6-week training on the tools workshop, including video scripts, templates, step-by-step exercises, 30 plus pre-made funnel clones. Remember, between funnel hacks and breakdowns, we have 80 plus funnels in there. So no matter what your niche is, we've got you covered. So if you want to do a little, we can, help you out no matter what niche you're in. You're going to get the rescue marketing client attraction system. So you're working with clients who desperately need your help, worth $497. And you're also going to get the hidden language sales script, because now we've got clients reaching back out to us, right? Now we know how to get them results. What do we need to do now? We need to get paid. So this past year, I paid thousands of dollars and I traveled across the country to attend a top marketing event this year. And in one of the presentations, a couple showed me how they had gone from $0 to $10 million in only 10 months with their marketing company. And their niche was helping gyms get more members. That's what's really possible with this business model. And in their presentation, they shared what's called the 2-question close, which are the 2 questions they use to close clients for $18,000 each. Now, I'm going to share with you as a free bonus exactly what these 2 questions are and how to use them to close your next high-value client. When you have this, you can stop spending hours on bad proposals, stop being salesy, stop relying on confidence and wondering what to say and losing out on clients, and just use the 2-question close. Actually, a simple set of questions that lead the client to say, do you take MasterCard? So you can actually be good at sales just by asking questions and listening. And I want to play something for you real quick.
I just wanted to say thank you for letting me in your course. I really feel like I would not have gotten that sale without your sales script. So save this message, because you just made me $2,700 as my first client after a year. So thank you.
So that is one of my clients, Jen. She tried to do it on her own for about a year before she came and signed up for the program. And you could hear in the voicemail, she's crying because I think she was really frustrated. And within a week of joining the Work From Anywhere Accelerator, she went out there and she got her first paying client for $2,600 using the sales script. And so I just share this with you because I hate seeing people try to do everything themselves and suffer as a result, right? None of us want to waste a year trying something that doesn't work when we could just join a program, use a proven process, and get results immediately. So Rachel says, whoop, whoop, no joke, my second day in the program, just got my first paying client. And the cool thing is that the more you practice this, the easier it gets. So Chad says, got my first official paying client, $1,000 a month. He was one of my trial clients. He loved it so much, he decided to drop all other marketing efforts and use my services exclusively. Thanks, Christian. Eric says, happy Friday, everyone. Just closed my first sale for $2,500. And you can see right here, it says Eric is a new member. Got this right after he joined. Plus monthly retainer for $1,000 a month. Gail says, just got a client today who said yes to pay me $1,200 for this month. He's a financial service consultant and was so impressed by the concept. He said if this works out well, he'll show my services to a bunch of other agents in the company. I feel like I've struck gold. Time to get to work. Isn't that awesome? How cool would that be if you joined today and logged in, started putting this into practice, and within a couple of months, a couple of weeks, days even, what would that mean to your life to go out there and be these case studies, right? Be posting these successes in the group, showing us that you just got your first paying client. So what you're going to get, 6-week training in the tools workshop, including video scripts, templates, step-by-step exercises worth $297, 30-plus pre-made funnel clones so you know exactly how to get your clients results immediately, the Rescue Marketing Client Attraction System to go out there and get clients who need your help right now, the Hidden Language Sales Script so that you can close clients without needing to be salesy, and new client forms and checklists, because now you know how to get in touch with your clients. You know how to close them. You know how to get them results with funnels. And what happens next? Next, we need to onboard our client. So after the client says yes, they pay you money, what's next, right? Now, I read a book a couple of years ago called The Checklist Manifesto. And it was about the importance of checklists and how they save lives and make lives easier. Now, airline pilots, even though all they do is fly planes all day, every single time before they take off, they have to fill out a checklist. And the same goes for doctors. And doctors didn't used to do this, and somebody was studying a hospital and trying to figure out why there were so many patient deaths. And they figured out that doctors made mistakes, just like any other type of human, right? And once they implemented a checklist process in that hospital, deaths went down drastically. And so we want to increase your chance of success so that you don't make mistakes. And so you're going to get the intake forms and pre-launch checklist that I use with clients. You can see there's 0 of 18 fields completed. So what we're going to do here is you can just copy this checklist over to your account. When a client says, yes, please, let's work together, we give you the exact email template that you send that client next. And in that, we put a link to this intake form. Now, this form has 18 questions we want to ask the client so that we can take their answers and use them in their funnel. Now, instead of having to think about all this off the top of your head every time and put it in a custom email, you're just going to be able to take our email template and our intake form and checklist so that you get exactly what you need. And there's not a lot of back and forth. Now, once you implement your campaigns, we also have your campaign launch checklist so that you do not forget any of the steps, okay? And just like the airline pilots, just like the doctors, this is going to save lives, mostly our lives, right? Because it's going to reduce the stress dramatically. So, what you're going to get, 6-week training on the tools, 30-plus pre-made funnel clones so you know what kind of sign to spin for your client, the Rescue Marketing Client Attraction System so you're working with clients who desperately need your help, Hidden Language Sales Script so you have the 2-question power close, new client forms and checklists so you don't have to think about it, you can follow the checklist and get exactly what you need, and behind the scenes walkthrough. Because some of you wonder, what do we do after we get paid? Now, of course, I'm going to show you how to get paid. You don't need to worry about that. You don't need a merchant account. I show you all of this. But I also hit record and I show you in real time how I build client campaigns from scratch, okay? Because here's Weston. He says 7 days in, he's super excited to announce he secured his first client at $1,500 per month. And you want to know exactly what does it look like after that, right? So I'll build campaigns in real time so that you can watch me step by step and you don't miss anything. And this really brings the big picture together for people. And in this, I include my 5-minute ad hacks where I write a brand new ad and I go live right in front of you without having to stare at a blank screen or even think of what to say, okay? Now, if you've ever wished that you could just come hang out in my office for a day and watch me work to see how it's done in real time after learning how well this stuff works, that's what this is going to be like, okay? A lot of finding success is having the right mindset, right? Being around people who are doing what you want to do. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I think of things and then how also to think of things yourself, right? If you can think the same way that someone successful thinks, you're going to be able to take the same actions and get the same results. So let me ask you something. I'm not going to charge you something like $6,000 for this, but if all this did was get you one new client per month at $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and they paid you every single month, and I charged you just one time $6,000, what would that be worth to you? If all this did was replace your income so that you could work from anywhere, would it be worth that $6,000? If I just helped you create your first offer and replace your income with paying clients. Remember, you're 1 to 2 clients away from having complete freedom from the bills, from your job, from rush hour, and being able to work from anywhere. If all this did was give you the confidence to go out on your own and start closing clients for $1,000 a month each, would that be worth $6,000? If all this did was get you working funnels to start with instead of staring at a blank screen and starting from scratch, what would that be worth to you to get your clients amazing results, right? What's just one client a month worth to you? At $1,000 a client per month, that's $12,000 a year, right? But would it make sense for me to charge $8,000 for that? And everything about that is pure profit, right? These clients pay us every month, so that's $12,000 a month once we've added 12 clients. What if you could just add one new client a month, right? Would that change things for you? Here's Charmaine, and she says, I will be making $5,050 per month, helping my first paying client, effectively replacing my income. So she went from still being in the 9-to-5. She says, now to my next plan, exit from the 9-to-5 coming soon. So she's still at her job, and she joined the Work From Anywhere Accelerator, got her first paying client paying $5,000 a month, and her next plan is to quit her job, right? So how much would it be worth to you if you have proven email scripts to send out to attract clients in your business, if you have proven funnels and checklists to get results for those clients? How much would you pay to be able to travel the world and work from wherever you want? You can probably see why people pay $6,000 for a similar result all the time, because it's not a cost, it is an investment, right? We want to take the usual, redistribute it throughout your life. And when you have these skills, it's just rinse and repeat, right? 1 client, 2 clients, 3 clients, 5 clients. You can see why it's a good deal at $6,000 or $8,000, but I decided to get crazy and give it away to $4,997 to the general public. But I'm not going to charge you that, okay? Because you've stuck with me, and if you're here with me today, right now, I know it's a right place, right time kind of thing, and I know that you are motivated to get this result for you. And one of my favorite things is seeing you get results. So you can get started right now with the Work From Anywhere Accelerator for a special discounted price of just $1,497. So a huge discount over what we normally charge, a huge discount over anything comparable you can find in the marketplace. You can get started today at digitalnomad.com/now. That's NOW/now. And we're also going to show you some payment plans on that page, okay? So if you want to pay in full, doing it that way, you can do that. If you need a payment plan, that's fine. Now, I hear all the time, I would have loved to have bought your amazing program, but I just don't have the money. And if you have cash flow issues, your money's tied up or whatever, you can use PayPal credit to enroll in the program today. PayPal credit is a loan from PayPal. It's no payments and no interest if paid in full within 6 months. You can see that right here on the screen on purchases of $99 or more. So what you do is you go to digitalnomad.com/now, click on PayPal, and then click PayPal credit, and you'll apply for PayPal credit. And if they approve you, that means you have 6 months to pay this back, and there's no payments or interest. So it's a free loan for 6 months from PayPal. And remember, your future clients are paying for the investment. So if you're not doing this because you don't have money, your clients are actually going to pay for this. And remember, this is going to bring more money back. So Johnny says, after a successful 2-week trial campaign, I just landed my first paying client at $1,500 a month. That's without the extras. So he paid it back in 1 client, and every single month after that, he keeps getting paid, right? Eric, again, just showed you his. He says, happy Friday, everybody. He's a new member. Just closed my first sale for $2,500 plus $1,000 a month. Bryce closed a $3,000 a month client in the first 3 weeks of joining the program, plus another $2,500 a month client just after that. So you can see what a great deal it is based on the results that you will get with these skills. Now, I've got to be honest. I had 2 choices when making this. The first choice was I could make it really cheap. I could charge like $97 and everyone could afford it. We could sell tons of people. That was one option. But the problem with that is that I just can't put in the time and the effort and the resources to really serve you at that level. We wouldn't be able to provide the customer support. We wouldn't be able to update it every week. We wouldn't be able to have Q&A calls, all those things. So I decided, instead of selling like 10,000 people at $100, I decided to charge a little more so I can give you more personal attention. That way it justifies me spending more time and effort. I can hire even more people to support our community that we've built. And I'm guessing that for most of you watching, you probably have a little more effort than pay a little less. Am I right? So that you can get results. Now, charging higher prices allows me to back up my work. So if you go through the process and you do all the homework and you implement what we teach you, you're covered with our 60-day action-based guarantee. Okay, that means if you don't get a paying client within 60 days and you've done all the homework, then we will buy your program back from you. Okay, but this is an action-based guarantee. That means you must go through the program and do the work. The only thing we can guarantee is that our program works, okay? If you do not go through the program, you will not get results and you will not qualify for a refund, okay? The point is my system works, period. If you put it to work in the next 60 days, you get paying clients or your money back. I want to take all the risk out for you. Now, some programs have a guarantee period so short, you don't even have time to go through and see if the program works, right? So I'm not going to do that to you. I'm giving you enough time to go through the entire program. But again, you must do the homework. I cannot guarantee that you won't get busy with life, okay? If you get busy with life, it's on you to come back when you're ready. You get lifetime access to this program, and there is no rush. There's no rush at all, but we're going to give you 60 days to try it out and guarantee the quality of our program. So right now, the choice is yours. You have two choices. Choice number one is you can go invest and get started right now, digitalnomad.com/now. And in the next 30 days, you can be up and running with your online science bidder business, okay? And your other option is just to do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which again is risk-free as long as you do the homework. So the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time, a couple of weeks of effort to learn a new skill and try this out for yourself? Even if it only does half of what I claimed, half of what I showed you from other members in the program, it will pay for itself as soon as you get that first client. Remember, this is what's so amazing about this program. The payback period is one client. Now, I want to dive into that a little bit. Okay, so why do we join a proven program? We don't want to do it alone. We want to get there faster, and we want to follow a proven system and not have to think about everything on our own. Now, according to studentloanhero.com, the average cost of one college course is $1,782. That is $14,267 a school year, or $71,335 for a 4-year degree. Now, where does one college course get you? I went to college for 4 years, and I had nothing when I got out. I was in student debt, and I was broke for the next 8 years, okay? I put 4 years into marketing, and by the end of that 4 years, I was making more than most doctors while working where and when I want, okay? It's not like I went to college and then I got stuck in a cubicle somewhere to make that money. I put 4 years into marketing, and I can work from wherever I want, and I make more than most people ever will see in their lives. Now, I just say this to impress upon you, when it comes to education, it matters what the payback period is. And for some reason, it's socially acceptable to go spend $70,000 on an education that will get you a $35,000 a year job. Yet for some people, it can be a little weird and scary to spend $1,500 on something that pays itself back in one client, okay? Magali says, 19 days in the program, I have my very first client. Boop, boop. As soon as you post your first client screenshot like this, your investment will be paid back, and everything from there on out is profit for you, okay? So we're going to give you a proven system to make a full-time living from anywhere in the world, get the freedom to live life as you choose fast without spending years of your life in trial and error, and without being in student debt for the rest of your life, like a university will do to you without actually getting you a better paying job. Okay, again, I'm not against university for engineers and doctors and lawyers and things like that, but for a lot of other professions, it's better to get the skills that you need to get results. Now, I know you also want to know, can you trust me? And the answer is, why don't you take a look for yourself, okay? Here we are on Facebook, 4.9 out of 5 stars based on over 100 reviews, and you can see let's take a look at a couple of these. Leslie says, one of the best programs I've come across, it's a game changer. Sydney says, I've learned so much from the programs Christian offers. My life has completely changed and continues to get better and better as I implement the skills I have learned from him and this wonderful online community he has created. Because the community is one of the best parts about this. I know you guys haven't seen it yet, but it is amazing. And then we have Kayleigh says, Christian offers one of the best online programs out there. I've learned new skills that are changing my life, and the online community is the most supportive and helpful. Total game changer. I'll show you one more. Here is my podcast, the Work From Anywhere podcast. We have 150 5-star reviews, okay? Now, my point in all this is that I've been around for a while in this world, and I'm not going anywhere, okay? So you can count on me to be there for you, and the same goes for the WFA family. Now, I want to talk to you real quick about some unexpected benefits that you get from going into this line of work. Again, I'm not against hard work. I just like to do it on my own terms. I like the freedom and flexibility to have a flexible schedule and do what I want to do. So I don't know about you, but for me, I'm in better shape, right? I have the freedom to go out there and do a midday hike if I want to, or go snowboarding with my friends because I'm not stuck at the office. It's actually helped my relationships because I can again, be flexible, take trips when I want to. Here I am in Hawaii, paddling through the underbrush right there. It helps you grow your influence, right? A lot of this that we're talking about, attracting customers, getting new clients, a lot of it is learning skills that help you get people what they want, okay? And that's going to help you grow your influence in so many different ways. Here I am officiating one of my best friend's wedding down in Mexico, and I was able to do that, number one, because I had the flexibility to take off work and go do that. But number two, because I've learned to speak to people's needs, right? I've learned to figure out what people want and give it to them, and they said it was better than they ever could have imagined. And actually, this might sound funny, but I used the skills in this program to write their speech. I went out there and I figured out what their audience would respond to, and then I used that in the speech and made everybody laugh. You also get to go to fun conferences and meet awesome people, okay? The culture in this industry is really cool. It's a lot of entrepreneurial people, a lot of ambitious people building projects that they're really, really passionate about and going to conferences that are more like, a rock concert than some boring business conference. You also get more sun. So I know people think it's fake, but I really do work from cabanas and pools and beaches all the time. If you think you can't work from a beach because there's sun, you haven't heard of an umbrella, okay? You also have the time and flexibility to focus on hobbies. So, I like to play the guitar in my spare time, and I also am kind of a hobbyist screenwriter. I'm not good at screenwriting, but just for fun, I like to write screenplays and things like that. So there I am at a Robert McKee seminar, just learning about screenwriting. Again, that's something that I would never get paid for, but because I have this flexibility, I can do it anyway. So you have the time and the freedom to do things that, it might not be your profession, but you still enjoy those things. And you also get to wear whatever you want. I'm not against getting dressed up and looking nice every once in a while, but I know some of you, you don't want to wear a suit or you don't want to wear the pumps to work every single day, and so you can work in a tank top or on your couch in sweatpants, whatever you want. Really, I think you become a more well-rounded person. It's my mission in life to help 5,000 people become location independent because they can make a living from anywhere in the world, and I cannot begin to describe how good it feels to take a vacation or visit family or go on an international adventure without taking a hit to your income. But I also believe that travel gives us perspective and it makes us more empathetic, well-rounded, and compassionate human beings. It breeds tolerance, and we become more tolerant and accepting of things and people that are different from us. I know that's been a gift that I've been given from travel. So I want everyone to be able to experience that same freedom and shift in perspective if they so choose. And again, if you're not the traveling type, that's totally cool. We're going to help you grow your business. That's our main focus. But again, I just believe in the power of experiencing cultures that are different than us. And it's also going to bring the magic back into your life. So I was in Hawaii this past year, and I don't know about you, but when I graduated from high school, I kind of had this feeling like anything was possible. I was driving across the country. I was moving to Colorado from Pennsylvania, where I grew up. And it just felt like the world was my oyster. But as the years passed, I got beat down, right? I had letdowns in life. And I started not to believe that anything was possible anymore. Life got a little bit gray. But living this life in this business has really brought the magic back. I was in Hawaii. I was on the beach. It was early in the morning. I didn't have my camera with me, so this isn't the actual seal. But I was lying out there on that chair, and this seal starts bobbing its head through the water, just swimming up to the beach. And it swam right up to us, and it just wiggled up on the beach, and it took... It just lay down right next to our chairs and started sunbathing in that early morning sun after we had just watched the sunset. And it was so unexpected that it just felt magical to me. And I feel like there's just more and more moments like that when you have the flexibility to go do whatever you want. And here's one more thing. I'm not one to hold a grudge or anything like that. But do you remember when I said, my brother said, by the way, you're still going to have to get a real job someday? Well, when I received my award for making over $1 million a year on stage in front of 5,000 people and got a gold record for it, I sent that to my family in a group text. And he said, congratulations, bro. Very proud of you. Never had any doubt. So you get to prove your haters wrong. And again, my family, it's not that they're hating. It's people have your best interest at heart, right? They just want you to be safe. They just want you to be able to support yourself. They just don't want you to take any unnecessary risks. And so, when my dad said, I wonder if at my age you'll just be jumping from job to job, what he's really saying is, I care about you and I don't want you to make a stupid mistake. But people that aren't in entrepreneurship don't understand the payoff, okay? So again, sent this to my dad. He said, congratulations, Christian. Never had a doubt in my mind you would be a star. My point here is that he might have been right that I'll just be jumping from job to job. But here's the thing. I'm doing it on my own terms and I'm making more than I would ever make at a full-time job at a corporate office without sitting in rush hour traffic. When you have the skills of online sign spinning, you can start and succeed in any business that you want. Do you know why so many businesses fail? Because they don't understand this one skill. This is how you bring customers into a business. It's the most important part of a startup business, and these are the skills that we focus on. When you have online sign spinning skills, you can grow your own business. As we've seen, you can start a new business down the line, right? You can do this for 5 years or 1 year and then go start the business that you really want. You can go start your passion project now that you have the skills to do it. You can partner with others and you can take equity in other companies. But remember, we saw Michael. He used these skills for his own brick and mortar company. He made $15,500 in 2 weeks. That's because these are some of the most important business skills. And if you want to jump around from job to job, right? If you don't want to stay in this business forever, it doesn't matter because you can take these skills with you and use them to succeed. And of course, you can use them to prove your haters wrong, even if that's your family. And this, once you demonstrate that these skills actually work and you start getting results and you start posting results and you start living a better quality of life and you start becoming a more well-rounded person and you start having leads and sales and customers pour into your business and your clients' businesses, the haters are going to drop off, right? They're going to say, I knew it all along. They will come to you and they will say, I never had a doubt. They just want the best for you, most of them. And so they're just trying to protect you, but you just have to show them this is what's best for me. So what you're going to get, the 6-week Training of the Tools workshop, including video scripts, templates, step-by-step exercises, 30 plus pre-made funnel clones so you know exactly how to get your clients results no matter what industry you're in, the rescue market and client attraction system so you know how to go out there and get paying clients, new client forms and checklists, so you know exactly what to do and you don't have to think about it every time and you're not going to miss anything. Behind the scenes walkthroughs so you can just follow along and do exactly what I do. All of that for the discounted webinar price of $1,497 today. digitalnomad.com/now, NOW. What else do you need to be sure this will work for you though? Because like I said, I want to take the risk out. I want to solve all of your problems. That is our mission at this company. You're going to get something else that's going to help you scale, because I know some of you want to scale. So the average annual household income in the United States is $52,029 a year, right? What would it be like to make more than that in 1 month? Can you imagine what that would do for your life? What would your haters say if you made more than the national annual income in 1 month? It would change their perspective, wouldn't it? So I showed you Christain earlier in this presentation, and I interviewed him right after he had his first $56,000 month in his sign spinning company, in the dietitian niche, remember? So we're going to break down how to scale your marketing business to the $56,000 a month mark, exactly what Christain did to get here, what obstacles he had before, what problems he had before, so that you can solve those ahead of time. And we're also going to break down how to focus on one thing so you can scale fast, how to get started in a niche you know nothing about, what it's like, what it feels like to make more in 1 month than most people make in a year. Can you just for 1 second just close your eyes and envision what that would feel like for your life, making that much money in 1 month with your new business? And the thing is, it's not just Christain, okay? We're going to give you 3 new student interviews every single month. Here I am interviewing Anna after she made her first $5,000 a week in business, okay? She got laid off from her job and went out there and closed $5,000 in new business in 1 week, and I interviewed her right after. So we've got a big list of success story case studies inside the membership area. People doing all sorts of things with this material, getting on the TEDx stage, 1.2 million in revenue in 1 year, all sorts of stuff. And so we're going to drop about 3 of those a month for you. And I think we already have like 16 or 20 in the members area right now. So you get immediate access to those. Remember, it's just rinse and repeat with this model. If we want to make more money, we go out there and we get more clients. So you're going to get the 6-week training in the tools, plus pre-made funnel clones, so you have a funnel for your niche, the rescue marketing client attraction system to work with clients who need your help, hidden language sales script so you know exactly what to say, how to get paid, new client forms and checklists so you don't have to think about the next step, behind the scenes walkthroughs so you can look over my shoulder and see exactly what I do in the 56K per month interview so you know how to scale fast and how to avoid all those potholes, right? avoid the problems and just go straight for scale. So total value of $6,679. You can get signed up at digitalnomad.com/NOW. Now, if you enroll today before this webinar is over, I want to give you a fast action hands-on bonus because I like to reward action taking because action taking gets you results, right? Without different actions, we will not get different results. So if you enroll in a couple of minutes, you're going to get 1 full year of weekly Q&A calls with the team. And those are live calls where you can actually ask with your voice, not just typing. You can ask your questions and get answers live every single week so you never get stuck. And you're also going to get a personalized funnel review. So the fast action bonus, we will post in the Facebook group how to log on to these calls every single week. We use a platform called Zoom. It's a free platform for you. And you just log on to these calls and you can ask all your questions. Now, because there are only so many hours in a day, I can only offer this fast action bonus to those who buy on the webinar, right? Most gurus just want your money. I want to see you succeed. So my team will review your funnel, your online signs for your clients, and we'll record that review and give you specific recommendations. So here's a funnel that was submitted for review. Here's another one. Emily got a funnel review from us. She says, just joined mid-July. Officially had this client 2 weeks. Today, 4 leads and 1 more booking. If he can book the leads, he can bring in up to $2,400. This is from 1 day of running ads. Remember, it's not like a whole month or anything. Then she says, super excited. My funnel got my client $1,048 today. That was only with 2 bookings, so a lot more to go. And she was having problems with this funnel. She submitted it for a funnel review. We tweaked it. And again, between these 2 days, that's $3,000 for her client. And if she just keeps running that the rest of the month, the clients will keep piling up for her client. So let's be honest. It's not enough that you can get clients. You want to know if you can get results. And I could show you a ton of these. But Todd says, good news, we had to shut down our campaign because we had too many families registering for our summer camp. The awareness generated by our ads overwhelmed our system. If you're working a nonprofit, dump your print ads. So Todd used the stuff in the program to, again, run ads for his own business here, just like you would run for a client. And they were getting so many people registered for their summer camp that they had to shut it down. Now, look, every single month or every 2 weeks, you get a paycheck or you get paid in your business, right? Or you get a new client, you get paid. And the cool thing about that is that you get paid, you pay your bills, you pay your mortgage, you pay for your necessities, and what happens? The money disappears and then it comes back. It comes back in the next client, and it comes back in the next paycheck. You get paid again. That money replenishes itself. And that's the cool thing about money is that money always replenishes. It always comes back. But let me ask you a question. Does that happen with your time? When you miss your kid's soccer game because you're at the office, do you get that time back? Or when you miss taking that romantic vacation with your partner because you're too busy at work, does that time come back? It doesn't come back, does it? Isn't that weird? So money replenishes every 2 weeks, every month, every new client, it comes back. So I'm asking you to take an asset, take a resource that replenishes money. It's going to come back. It's going to come back much more than you put in, and use that to invest in something that is going to save you a ton of time. Because again, I said this before, you could learn this stuff on your own. You could figure it out the hard way like I did, and you could put in years and years of work to build these systems, to build these funnels, to build these scripts, to test all out. Years and years of work. I'm not joking. And I've tried this. I've done it with thousands of people so that we have data points across all of these people about what works and what doesn't. So even if you do it on your own, you're not going to have that experience. It's like taking the experience of 1,000 people and putting it into your brain. So I'm asking you to take money that replenishes and put it in to get your time back, okay? Because that money will come back when you get your next client, when you multiply those clients, but that time's not coming back. So you're going to get the 6-week Trading on the Tools workshop, including video scripts, templates, step-by-step exercises, 30-plus pre-made funnel clones, the rescue marketing client attraction system, the hidden language sales scripts, you know exactly what to say, new client forms and checklists so you don't miss a single step, and you know exactly what info you need from your clients to get started, behind-the-scenes walkthroughs so you can watch over my shoulder and see exactly how I implement the $56K per month, how to scale and avoid problems by learning from somebody who's been there. And you're going to get the fast action bonuses on the webinar today. We're $3,997. When you sign up before this webinar is over, you're going to get the weekly Q&A calls so you never get stuck. And those are live. And we also record them. So if you need the recordings, we'll post it in the Facebook group. And you're going to get your own funnel review so that we can correct your funnel, make sure you're getting amazing results. Now, some people wonder, why do I do this? I still have a handful of clients that I work with every month, but it's my mission in life to help 5,000 people become location-independent entrepreneurs. And I want everyone to have the freedom and the impact that I've been able to get with online sign spinning, okay? The more people I help, the more all of you can help other people, and I really believe that there is a ripple effect, okay? And also because it's so cool to see the results that you get from this kind of thing. One of my favorite things is just seeing client testimonials. So Bryce, I will turn him on real quick. He says, I made 5 times my investment in the program immediately. I made $10,000 just from one thing Christian showed me in the program.
Obviously, anytime you join a program like this, you always have to be really curious about, how it's going to go, what's inside the program, if this person actually is going to deliver on the results that they promised. And for me, I can say that I've definitely at least 10x my investment into the program. When I signed up with Christian, I was looking forward to learning about his sales tactics, how to acquire clients, and these sorts of things. And he definitely has shown me ways to acquire new clients, particularly one that I can think of paid me about 10 grand, absolutely paid for the price of the program and then some. Some of my favorite things about working with Christian since then has been that he obviously cares a lot about his students. I still talk to him this day. I shoot him emails, ask him questions. He's there to help me out. He's very active in the group. He's constantly updating things, putting out new material to help people out. So if you are looking to get into this line of business, if you want to be able to...
So you can see Bryce easily made his money back, but he mentioned a couple other good things there, is that we do care. We care about you getting results, and that means we keep the program updated, we keep active in the Facebook group, we make sure you get everything you need. And that's because the WFA family means everything to me, right? Here's a couple screenshots of people in the program. But I really believe that the future is work from anywhere. If you look at the economy and the job market and the way things are going, we are transitioning to a freelancer economy. And if you build the skills right now, you're going to be way ahead of the game and you're going to come out on top. So right now is the right place and the right time to be at the forefront of this work from anywhere movement. Now, I know you've probably seen these webinars in the past and you get excited, you get fired up, but what happens the next day? For most people, it's probably nothing. They go back to the job, they don't take action, they don't make any new commitments, and they don't get any new results. And the problem is old habits are very hard to break, okay? The only way you're going to be successful is if we can figure out a way to break your old habits. So if you're in the habit of doing these webinars and thinking it's awesome and wanting it for yourself but not making a commitment because you're scared of the unknown, I want to encourage you to break your old habits. Come join the Work From Anywhere Accelerator right now. Again, we're going to take great care of you and you're going to get the discounted rate. So you only need one client to make your money back. Again, Rachel says, whoop, whoop. Got my first paying client. Rachel broke a habit and took the leap. And again, now the risk is gone and now she has skills to do this over and over again. Emily says, just get in there and try a market. Christian says, you don't have to be married to your niche. You just need practice. I already have 4 clients. And somebody's saying, someday I'll be able to afford to do this, right? Someday. But can you afford not to do this? What are your 2 biggest costs in life? Number 1, I'm going to go ahead and say taxes. Now you might be saying, is it really? But think about it. You have income tax, you have sales tax that you pay on anything you buy at the store, you have property tax if you own a home, you have capital gains tax if you do any investing. So taxes are always going to be one of our biggest expenses. But what is our other biggest expense? It is not knowing how to make money with online sign spinning, right? The money that you could be making, but you're not, that is an expense to you. And until you start to think about money that way, you're not going to have as much as you want. So the cost of inaction, let's say that you just got 5 clients at $1,000 a month. That's $5,000 a month times 12. That's $60,000 a year. That's the minimum annual cost of doing nothing, okay? The cost of inaction. Is it worth saving the investment in this program to lose out on $60,000 or more to your bottom line in the next 12 months? Now, for some people, it's a lot more than that, right? So Chad says, closed 2 deals yesterday. Yesterday's total, $7,312.75. So for Chad, inaction would cost him the ability to make $7,000 in one day. And again, we just interviewed him, and he did $60,000 this month. The cost of not learning how to do that is $60,000 a month. That's just an expense. And you would not fork over $60,000 a month, would you? Yet you have no problem forking over the ability not to do this kind of stuff. So the biggest risk for most of us, for almost all of us, is not risking anything at all, okay? Getting different results than everybody else is always going to take stepping out of your comfort zone. It's always going to be taking that leap. But if you do it with support, with a proven system, with a proven process, it's going to be a lot better than taking that risk on your own. Now, again, you can also use PayPal credit, digitalnomad.com/now. Again, all you got to do is apply for that credit. It's going to give you 6 months. That means you have 6 months to get your first paying client to pay that back. Now, I have to remind you, my past and current clients are already crushing it with this method. You're going to join a family when you join today. Carrie says, woohoo. Felt amazing to have this lady who owns 3 Chiro acupuncture clinics. So unbelievably grateful for my help. Anna says 2 weeks into January, closed 2 clients, $2,500 each. We just heard from Bryce. He closed that $2,500 client 3 weeks in. Let's look at a couple more. Here's one. We have this guy's second day in the program. I have 2 clients, roofing company and a car salesman. The car salesman will pay $750 for the first month, then $1,500 the second month moving forward. I love this program and community already. Let's go. That's second day in the program. Now stay with us, right? Stay with us in the program. That says a $49.5 thousand deal has been signed. So he's closing a deal for about $50,000. Evan down here says just closed a solar deal. He's running them in a bunch of different cities. It's $7,600 a month and looking to add more services. So Evan's closing a deal for $7,600 a month. If you want to get started and join the same community where deals like this are going down, you get to see this stuff posted in the Facebook group over and over. It keeps you motivated. It keeps you inspired, and you're going to get to ask questions in there. Go to digitalnomad.com/now, and we'll get you signed up today. You can log into your program immediately. We'll send you your login credentials. You can get logged in and start going through this immediately. Now, this is the way it is. In life, people can have one of 2 things. They can either have money or excuses. That's it. Now, I used to be the kind of guy who had excuses, and I kept not getting what I wanted in life. And so one day, after going to a seminar and hearing this, that I could either have money or excuses, I decided not to have excuses anymore. So option 1 for you right now is that you can sign up, you can learn online sign spinning skills, how to put this in practice right now. Or option 2 is you can come up with some excuse. Why you couldn't afford it, why you couldn't do it this time, why you don't have enough time. Whatever your excuse is today, that's fine, but you cannot have both, okay? You can either get results. And I know for me, when I switched from having excuses to actually just going after the thing that I'm after, that's what changed everything for me. So Cherie says, please take this as advice. I was so nervous to start. I had very little time to do with everything going on in my life, but decided to just take action, even though I sounded silly. And even though I hadn't completed the program and I didn't know what I was doing, just goes to show you that the universe honors commitment and the map has now appeared. If you are nervous, just take a step and see where it leads. So she's just gotten her first client. Now, some of you like to see the product before you get signed up, don't you? So again, I have a walkthrough. This walkthrough is a couple months old, so we've since updated, cleaned it up, added more funnels, a lot more content. It's getting better and better every single week, but I'll give you a quick walkthrough here. It is Christian Martin here, and if you've made it this far, I want to congratulate you. That means you're thinking about taking a huge step to make your life way more awesome by enrolling in the Work From Anywhere Accelerator. We're going to help you get better results in less time. We're going to take out some of the heartache of trial and error, making mistakes, learning everything yourself, building things from scratch. We're going to give you the tools, templates, processes, scripts, and secrets you need to find success now, okay? Not years from now, not 6 months from now. I want you to be able to implement this stuff immediately. So when you log into the Work From Anywhere Accelerator's member area, you're going to see a couple different things. You're going to see all the modules down the left-hand side. So you can see start here, module 1, module 2, and if you drop these down, it's going to show you all the different sections of each module. So if you want to see pricing your offer, if you want to know exactly how to price yourself, you're going to see a video. It's going to show you exactly how to do it. You're going to see the worksheet. It's linked to right below the video. And we're going to give you any other scripts or tools that you need in that place. Now it's also going to check off if you've been through this part of the module in the past. So if you're wondering if you've completed it yet, you can see that checklist right there. If at any time you get stuck, all you have to do is come down here and hit this chat box. Now, if you have a question, you can type it in here. So I typed in, how do we advertise on Instagram? You can see the first result that comes up is how do we advertise on Instagram? And that's going to show you exactly where in the course the video on how to advertise on Instagram is. And then if you're still not getting the answer you want, you can go over here and hit ask, and then you can send us a message directly. So here is the members area. You can see we have recordings of all the Q&A calls. from the last year, including exactly what's in there, and then we link to any resources from those calls. So you can have a year's worth of Q&A calls. You're going to have funnel reviews where you can come in and see other students' funnel reviews. So I'll walk through people's funnels. I'll tell them what they need to do to make it better. You can submit your funnel review right there. We have module 1 through 6. As soon as you finish those, you can unlock the bonus modules, and you're going to have everything you need right here to go through the process and get results. So you can see here's the Facebook ads module down the left-hand side, every video you need. You can also jump over to the Inner Circle Facebook group. So Anna says, client has testimonials. Is there a funnel with testimonials in the members area? And so I replied to Anna and said, yes, we have an acupuncture funnel that uses testimonials. You can go in and grab that and use it for your client. Now you can also see people having success in here. So Emily says, so excited, had an in-person meeting with a realtor, the niche that I would like to focus on, and we agreed to work together on the spot. First month of payment is $1,500. So you can see other people getting paid. This can keep you motivated, see what results other clients are getting, okay? Now we're also gonna have live Q&A calls every single week in this group. So let's check out one of those. So someone from the team is gonna hold a live Q&A call, and you can actually jump on and ask questions in real time. You can talk to the team. You can show them exactly what you're working on, what you need help with, and they're going to help you out. Now, we hold these at different times every week because we want to accommodate everyone, whether you have a 9 to 5 or you don't. You're working during the middle of the day. So we're going to post the times for the call in the Facebook group. And if you can't make it, we also post the replays. So you're going to get all the replays from the Q&A calls. So we have the members area with 8 modules, all the content, all the Q&A call recordings, the funnel reviews, all of your bonuses down the left-hand side. You can chat with the team in real time, send us a message. You can go to the help desk and search for the answers you need. You can go to the Facebook group right here. Okay, so that's just a brief tour of the members area. Again, it'll look a little bit different when you look a little better when you log in today. Again, if you need in, we got payment plans on the order form or PayPal credit. So if you need it cut up into a couple payments, go check that out. If you need PayPal credit, go check it out, digitalnomad.com/NOW. Okay. Now, we've seen the Facebook group. So you're going to get lifetime access to the Renegade Marketer Inner Circle Facebook group where you can get daily coaching, ask questions, be heard, and collaborate with other online sign spinners. I wanted to create a thriving, helpful, supportive social network to make sure that you succeed. So there's people from California helping out people from New Jersey. There's people from Sweden helping out people from Michigan. You can just basically go in there and ask any question at any time. And again, you'll see those Q&A calls in there. Now, information is not enough, okay? Have you ever heard the saying, if information was be billionaires with six-pack abs? So information is not the only thing that you need, right? You need strategy. You need it clearly defined what matters and what doesn't. But we're also the average of the 5 people we spend the most time around. So you need to be spending your time around people who are getting the result that you want. Now, here's a little philosophy I have for this program. I say, like a fine wine, some things get better with age. The longer you're in WFA, the better it's going to get. But how? And then I say it got better when this person joined our team. It got better when this person joined our team. But I want to introduce to you the man who has generated 1 million leads, the man who has started and grown agencies in multiple niches, a dedicated student of mindset and wealth creation. One of our main coaches inside the program is Jamil Velji. Now, I hired Jamil because there's so many of us in the family, in the WFA family. I want to make sure that we stay on top of support. So Jamil and I will tag team support, and he makes sure that he's in the Facebook group when I'm not, when I'm working on other things, okay? So I wanted to make sure that we had somebody who has used the system that we use very successfully and is still doing it so that they're in the weeds every single day, so that if you have a very specific question, then they can answer it. So Jamil runs a $27,000 a month sign spinning business, basically on the side, right? He works full-time for me, and he's also running this on the side, $27,000 a month. So you can imagine he's very, very good at this, and it does not take up all his time. And so Jamil's also going to be in the group answering your questions, which is just an amazing privilege for all of us because he has so much experience doing exactly what we're doing. Now, the cool thing about this is that he's also constantly adding new content and updating the members area. So we do something called Funnel Hacking Friday, and that means every single Friday we break down a new funnel, and you can make a request. Like, for example, if you want to target pharmacies and we don't have a funnel for pharmacies yet, you can request, hey, on an upcoming Funnel Friday, can you cover pharmacies? And then we'll do a breakdown of successful pharmacy funnels and show you what's working in the market right now. So you can see those in the group every Friday. Now, we also do some really cool stuff. We do something called Sunday Swag, and Sunday Swag is where we go through and we reward everybody who got results that week, and we'll pick one person to get a prize. So sometimes we give them a digitalnomad.com t-shirt. Sometimes we look at a Facebook profile and just pick something out that's uniquely them, and we send that to them in the mail. So it's a surprise for them. And so you can see this one. This guy got his first paying client 2 days in the program, and we sent him a shirt. He won Sunday Swag, so he gets a shout out. And we also give a shout out to everyone else who won for that week. Now, we randomly select the winners. So you don't have to have the biggest result of the week or anything. Just getting your first client or getting strategy sessions or whatever it is, you are eligible for Sunday Swag. Now, we also do sales contests from time to time. So this month, we are giving away a MacBook Pro to whoever can close the most new client sales. And we verify that. Okay, we'll actually take a look and make sure that they actually got those sales, because a MacBook Pro is expensive, as you know. But we do sales contests, so it's just a really fun environment in that group, and it's going to keep you really fired up and inspired. I'm going to play you one more video, and we'll get to some Q&A here in a second.
My name is Nicole Lichty. I am from Michigan, and I am a work from anywhere entrepreneur. I posted my goals in there, and everybody was really encouraging. And so then when I came across my first win, everybody was really encouraging again. And then when I booked my first client, I continued to have encouragement. And then anytime I had a question, people were right there, ready to answer, give their advice. Yeah, just taking that first might be scary, but you never know what might happen. But I got my first paying client from that. Yeah, sometimes those leaps can be scary, but that's part of entrepreneurship, being willing to jump off the deep end and be ready for anything. There's a quote, and I think it's like, an entrepreneur jumps off a cliff and builds an airplane on the way down.
So you can see Nicole talking about how important the group is, and how if you have questions, you can get in there and you can get support right away. You can see it in her eyes that you really do feel supported in that group, which I think is a really amazing thing. But she talks about building the airplane on the way down. So I just want to let you know, let us build the airplane for you. Let us give you the blueprints, right? Let us give you the parts so that you can go out there and get your first paying client like Nicole. You don't need to do it on your own. So one more time, you're going to get the 6-week training and the tools template step-by-step exercises, so you know exactly what to do. Worth $297, 30 plus pre-made funnel clones. Remember, it's going to be 100 funnels with our Funnel Hack Friday and everything. That's worth $14.97. You're going to get the Rescue Marketing Client Attraction System, so you can work with clients who desperately need your help. Worth $4.97. The Hidden Language Sales Scripts, so you know exactly how to get paid from those clients. New client forms and checklists, so you know exactly what information to get from them and you don't make mistakes. Behind the scenes walkthroughs, so you can watch over my shoulder as I implement client campaigns. The 56K per month interview, plus the rest of our interview series, so that you're going to get 20 plus interviews of Work From Anywhere Accelerator members having success, so you can see, you know, how they felt about it before, how they feel about it now, what problems did they encounter. You're going to get the fast action bonuses if you buy on this webinar, so that's your own personal funnel review. Again, we can't give that to everybody because we just don't have the time. If you buy on this webinar, you get your own personal funnel review, plus you're going to get those weekly live Q&A calls, and you also get the WFA Inner Circle group, where you get to interact with everybody and get your questions answered from people doing exactly what you're doing. Again, digitalnomad.com/now, N-O-W. You can get signed up for that webinar discounted price before we shut it down. That's going to make it so that you can pay back your investment with just one client. If you are ready, if you think this is for you, if you like what we've talked about, if you like the people you've heard from, if you like the results that you've seen, I encourage you to take the leap, and we will build the airplane for you on the way down. So this is it. You know, say goodbye to rush hour traffic. Say goodbye to living for the weekend and not having the courage to start your own thing. Say goodbye to only 2 weeks of vacation a year and the uncertainty you've had to face up until this point, okay? Because when you enroll in the Work From Anywhere Accelerator, we're going to take care of all those problems that have been stopping you and give you the tools you need and the process you need and the support you need to get results. So there's usually 2 people that show up on this webinar, 2 kinds of people. The first one is Tim and Tom, and it's the person who gets on here. They love what they hear. They want to do it, but they just can't ever seem to get themselves to take action in life. And you know what happens? They look back a year from now and the time has passed, but they haven't made any progress. And then there's people like action taker Anne. She knows the only way that life changes is when you take different actions. And she's going to look back a year from now and have vastly different life, probably better than she could have imagined, because I know that's how my life has turned out. And I know that's how members of this program have turned out when they look back, okay? The number one regret of the dying is I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. This is the most common regret of them all. So even if you face pressure, like I faced pressure from my dad and my brother to get a real job, you will have your moment, okay? When you come back and you say, this is what I've accomplished. And they'll say, I believed in you all along. But just don't expect them to do it until you show them those results, okay? It's out of their wheelhouse. So the Work From Anywhere Accelerator is my life's work. We have a full team supporting you guys. It's not just me, okay? I spend a lot of money every month to support this program because I want to make sure that you have everything that you need. I want to make sure that you're going to get results. So this is all about no longer living life based on what's expected of us, but rather taking control of our lives and creating our own future so we can live a life completely on our own terms while making a living from anywhere. Again, whether that's traveling around the world or from your living room, so that we can support our families and grow as people. The choice is yours, course or the cubicle. You can have the program or the rush hour traffic. So you can get started with the Work From Anywhere Accelerator for just $1,497 today. digitalnomad.com/now, NOW. If you stuck with me this far, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I know you have a choice where you spend your time. digitalnomad.com/bonus. That's going to be those bonuses I promised you. Go there and you can download those email scripts and those funnels. Again, www.digitalnomad.com/bonus. Go check it out. And for those of you who are still here, what do you say we do a little bit of Q&A? So if you're with get yourself to pull the trigger because you have questions, let's go over some of the most common questions, okay? And again, if you're ready to get signed up, go grab those fast action bonuses, digitalnomad.com/now. First question, do we get ongoing support? Yes, you're going to get that weekly live Q&A call. You get Facebook group support, and you're going to get support of all the other members. You're going to get a training program that's always updated. You're going to get all the support you need, okay? And again, when you log into the program, in the bottom right-hand corner, we have this help desk. Now, this has a year of Q&A calls built into it. So any question that someone's asked over the entire last year is already answered in the searchable database. So you can just go up here and type and search the knowledge base and get an answer to your question immediately. It'll also pop up in this window right here. Now, if your answer doesn't come up, then you just go ahead and shoot us a message and we will get right back to you, and we'll also cover it on the Q&A call that week. How much time does it take? It depends on the week, but anywhere from 1 to 4 hours a week to go through the content, and then you'll have exercises and the worksheets and the practice homework. So if you want to get through it and get a paying client in 60 days, I would put an hour a day to work through this at an average pace. But again, you have lifetime access. So if you have a full-time job and you can only do a little bit every now and then, that's okay. You can go at your own pace. The important thing is that you are making progress. Do not be afraid of going slowly, but only of standing still, okay? So I recommend an hour a day. If you want to go all in and do this full time right now, that's fine too. You will get access to everything. If you can't design a website, don't worry. There is absolutely no designing websites involved in this. In fact, you're not even allowed to have a website. I will forbid you from doing it. It's not what's going to get you results. I can't design a thing. I can't code a thing. So if you're anything like me, don't worry. We're going to show you the steps. You don't need to be able to design a website. I'm not salesy. I'm an introvert. That's totally cool. So is my chiropractor, okay? So it's okay to not like sales. What we do is we act like a chiropractor would or a doctor would. We ask questions and then we diagnose the situation and then we offer up a solution. So just like the doctor doesn't have to sell you on a prescription because he knows what symptoms you're experiencing, we just ask our client about their business and then we say, hey, would you like this as a solution? And so we don't need to do things like cold calling. We don't need to be high pressure and do sleazy things. If you can ask questions and listen, then you can use the method that we're using, okay? Does this work for blank niche? We show you how to create a brand new funnel in any niche. So we show you the actual core principles that you can use to create a funnel and run it for your business. Just like you saw Michael doing 15 grand in 2 weeks for his business. That wasn't a funnel from inside the program. That was a template. That was using the step-by-step process we teach you to build a brand new funnel from scratch. Now, again, we also break down 100 different niches. So there's a good chance that we already have a funnel breakdown for your niche. Does this work in my country? Yeah, the coolest thing about building a work from anywhere business is it doesn't matter where you're located. I've run a business from all over the world. Just this year, I was in Australia and in Singapore and in Bali, and the year before that, I was in Vietnam and Thailand, and I'm all over the place. So you can run this from anywhere. Does this work in my language? The entire thing is taught in English. So if you understand me right now, you will understand the program. And then you can go ahead and you can implement this. We have people implementing it in the Spanish-speaking market, in the Brazilian market. So you can go ahead and implement it in any language that you want, as long as you're cool with learning in English. I have to get my partner's permission. Do you have anything I can send him or her? Yeah, you can send them this program. Details are at digitalnomad.com/NOW. You can go ahead and send them that. We break down the whole course and program there. When do I get access? This is a virtual program. It's digital. It's streaming. So you'll get instant access when you log in, and you can stream the program immediately. So you don't need to wait for it to come in the mail or anything like that. If I start working today, how soon can I be successful? Showed you tons of screenshots and clients from anywhere from the first day to the first week to the first month to the first 2 months. Again, we have a 60-day guarantee, but oftentimes people are successful before that. Or if you're busy, you can go ahead and implement and be patient for your results. It's really up to you. Do you show us how to get clients? Yes, of course. We show you at least 5 different ways to get clients. That's the main focus. If we can't get this done for you, then we're missing something. So we just ask that you follow the program, and we'll show you exactly how to get clients. We'll show you exactly how to get paid. You do not need a merchant account. We'll show you how to accept credit cards. If you're saying, I'm still worried I don't have the credibility, remember, after that first trial client, you do have results and credibility. Your credibility will be, hey, I got these results from our other client. Do you want to get these results too? So Johnny says, after a successful 2-week trial campaign, I just landed my first paying client, $1,500 a month. So that's going to get you results. It's going to get you experience, and it's going to get you paid. Do I need a website? Absolutely do not need a website. I don't have the cash flow. Can you help? The best thing for that is going to be PayPal credit, not BlissPay. They've since shut down. So PayPal credit at digitalnomad.com/now. Isn't this expensive? Yes, it is expensive. So this is a good question. It is expensive, but we need to make sure that we can support you and give you the best possible program. Now, I want to remind you that the average cost of a college course is $1,782. Now, the average cost of a 4-year education is $71,000. When I got out of college, I was broke for 8 years after that. When I spent 4 years in marketing, I got an award for making over $1 million a year. So this is the best possible skill that you can have if you want to run an online business. And it is expensive, but not relative to the alternatives, okay? College, again, it'll put you in debt for 30 years, and you will be tied to a desk to pay back that debt. Marketing for me has provided a life I never could have imagined, and I'm not even stuck at a desk to do it, right? I can work from anywhere. So if you like that return on investment, in my opinion, it is infinitely better than university if you want to go into marketing. And it is an insane deal. Just saying it out loud, I can't believe that we don't charge more for this, with how much support we provide, with how updated it is, with how much is really offered. So it is a lot of money to spend. I'm going to give you my word that it's going to be worth it. Couldn't I just do this on my own? Yeah, you could, but this should never cost you money. It should be saving you money. So going out there and doing this on your own, again, between trial and error, hiring people to help you build the funnels, things like that, it's probably going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars and years of your life. So it should never cost you money. It should only be saving you money. Just like we save our clients money, I'm going to save you time and money with this program. Do you have to have a lot of Facebook friends to be doing this? No, absolutely not. You could be starting from 0 Facebook friends, or you could not use Facebook at all. So we show you a couple of different ways to get clients. One of them, we do utilize Facebook. We show you how to add business owners to your network and bring them on as clients, even if you have none right now. We'll show you how to do this from scratch. Can I use this for my own business? Absolutely. You saw Michael making 15 grand in 2 weeks for his own business. You saw the other dude filling up his summer camp with this. How about the targeting? We show you the targeting. What services do we offer to the clients? Remember, we're spinning that sign for the clients, and that brings them leads and sales, and we spin the sign every single month. So that means we run Facebook and Instagram ads for the clients and run the funnel and make sure that's all working month after month. And the client is paying us for those leads and sales. We're not getting paid to build the stuff for the client. We want to maintain ownership of that so that we can just clone our clients. Do we do the ad marketing as well, or just build the funnels? Yeah, you're going to do both. And again, remember, you don't need any technical skills or any design skills to build the funnels. We have the templates for you. What if a client doesn't have a website? That's fine. We'll show you how to get a URL for the funnel, and you're going to use that in your ad. Where do you post their funnel, or do they post the funnel you create on their own? No, we're going to show you how to grab the URL, again, from that funnel and use it in your advertisement. They don't need to post it. Could I do this? Yeah, you saw John doing it and getting to $15,000 a month rather quickly. He had a full-time job when he started. He immediately got his first $5,000 a month and then scaled up to $15,000 a month. I already have ClickFunnels and I know about building funnels, but I just want a couple tips on specific things. So this program is not about ClickFunnels. That's one tool that we might use, or we might use Facebook lead ads if we don't want to use ClickFunnels. So we do use that sometimes, but this program is about getting results with online sign spinning. And if you already know how to do that, if you're already getting paid, if you are already like the case studies in this program, you might not need to join the program. But if you want to learn how to go out there and get results and build a real scalable business, that's what this program is about, okay? It's a system of one-time fee. Yes, it's one time. You pay me one time. You don't need to pay me again. Do we need any other software? So I'm going to run through what we use right now. We do use a couple tools. So we use Calendly.com, free, Streak.com, free, Canva.com, free, Jotform.com, free, Trello, free, Google Docs, free, Zoom, free, Stripe, free, Check, free. Active Campaign is $9 a month. Your client pays for this, not you. You do not need it until you get a client, and you will not ever pay for it yourself. ClickFunnels, again, we use that as a tool, but we also have an alternative of Facebook lead ads if you don't want to use any kind of funnel software. Again, your client will pay for ClickFunnels, and you will actually make money off of that. Here's Carrie. She says, my client got her own $99 a month ClickFunnels account through my affiliate link, so I get 40% of that. So she's making $40 a month on a ClickFunnels account. So you don't need to invest any other money out of pocket, okay? And if you don't want to use ClickFunnels at all, we show you how to use Facebook lead ads, which is a built-in Facebook funnel. It does not cost any extra money at all. I have more questions. How can I get them answered? Go to digitalnomad.com/now, N-O-W, and you can chat with us right on that page. We're happy to answer any questions you have. Go check that out right now. Remember, the Fast Action Hands-On Bonus, 1 year of weekly Q&A calls worth $2,997, and the personalized funnel review. Go ahead and sign up in the next 5 minutes. If you're applying for a PayPal credit right now and it takes a couple minutes, that's fine. We'll lock in your bonuses for you. Otherwise, those are going to expire, and then we're also going to be raising the price soon. Remember, we want to get you in at $14.97, so it only takes one client to pay that back, and everything above that is pure profit. One more time, 6-week training in the tools workshop. You're going to get video scripts, templates, step-by-step exercises. You'll get instant access to that. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. 30 pre-made funnel clones, so you have funnels no matter what your niche is. The rescue marketing client attraction system, so that you can work with clients who desperately need your help. The hidden language sales script, so that you can close those clients and get paid and have them say, do you take Amex? New client forms and checklists, so you know exactly what to do every step of the way. Behind the scenes walkthroughs, so you can watch over my shoulder as I implement these campaigns and get paid. The 56K per month interview, so you can scale and avoid those costly mistakes ahead of time. The fast action bonuses, you're going to get a funnel review, and you're going to get weekly Q&A calls, so you never get stuck. And that Inner Circle Facebook group, that's the WFA family, and that's going to give you support, friends, and motivation. So that's it, the Work From Anywhere Accelerator, how to build your own online sign spinner business and go out there and get your first paying client in 60 days or less. Get started for the discounted webinar price at digitalnomad.com/now. That's N-O-W. Get signed up before the discounted price expires. And I wanted to just say I appreciate you. Thanks for spending your time on this webinar with me. I hope that you learned something, and we would love to see you inside the group. If you're ready to get started today, your program is waiting for you. Your new life is waiting for you. Thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you on the next one.